sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Ran away, I swear I'll never be a sand away. My enemy. Ran away, I swear I'll never be a sand. Look out for yourself. But I'm ready. Your words up on the wall as you're praying for my phone, and the laughter in the halls and the names that I've been called. I stack it in my mind and I'm waiting for the time when I show you what it's like to be worse fit in a mind. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Welland Stadium. Alec Murray, Reese Dumani on beach night here at the pond on a Saturday as the Barrie Baycats are in town to take on the first place Welland Jackfish. What a big one. The second part of a home and home. Going to be tough to follow up what happened in Barrie the other night, Reese. Teodoro Ortega, 12 punch-outs. What a start. Should be looking for more of the same tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have Ben Abram on the bump. That's a nice follow-up to that game on Thursday in Barrie. And, yeah, you can expect some more strikeouts for sure and just an all-around great night. You've got the Baycats who are 4 games back now with the Jackfish. They're actually in third place behind the London Majors now in second. So they've got some ground to make up if they want to finish in first place. And we saw the graphic this week of the magic number for the Jackfishes, which is what you always want to see. Can't focus on that, of course, but we're at that point in the year where every single game, every single inning means a ton for each team.
The big news coming into Welland tonight. James Smybert makes his return to the Rose City for the first time in just over a year and a bit, spending the last couple of seasons up in the Frontier League with Trois-Rivières, now back with the Welland Jackfish for a playoff push. And I honestly think we should probably go down to field level, Reese, to hear this ovation that James Smybert's going to get here momentarily. Yeah. He's batting cleanup. So let's pop down here to field level. This sold-out crowd, the 6th sold-out crowd of the season, Reese, is going to give it to James Smybert, who makes his return to the Rose City. Let's pop downstairs.
Batting forward, first baseman number 5. Guess who's back? Welcome back, James Smybert. Batting 5th, the catcher number 23.
There he is, James Smybert, introduced back in Welland to a nice ovation. Reese, 6th out of the season. Ben Abram gets the nod back at home tonight for the Jackfish.
Yeah, I'm expecting not a tight game again. I don't think we can expect anything different than what we saw on Thursday in Barrie. Runs were at a premium. Scoring chances were at a premium. So when you get your chances to score, you gotta cash it, and we gotta see that clutch hitting again. It's strange to see 16-2 on the road, 9-8 at home. You're kind of like, well, what the heck? What's the big difference? So I mean, just we don't need anything spectacular, but just a clean, fundamental game. And if the Jackfish do that, then I expect the same result as Thursday.
The sellout crowd going to try and rally their Jackfish here tonight on a Saturday. It's beach night. Beautiful bucket hats is the giveaway as we head down and we get set for first pitch here in the Rose City on a sunny day and 25 degrees. Here's the singing of our national anthem.
Please welcome Rob Reprise.
Our home and native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North Star keep our land. Glorious and free, O Canada, we stand on guard.
Fans, once again, Rob Refro. And now, fans, please direct your attention to the mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. He played over 1,000 career NHL games. He retired this past season as the NHL all-time hits leader. He's a proud Rose City native, one of Welland's finest. Please welcome home for tonight's first pitch, Cal Clutterbuck. Fans, once again, let's hear it for Cal Clutterbuck. And now down to the field we go. Ryan's with tonight's Play Ball Kids.
All right, fanatics, I hope you're ready for a show, because here we go, our Play Ball Kids on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, showtime!
And welcome back inside Welland Stadium as we get set for a big one here. Nearing the end of the regular season, Alec Murray, Reese Dumani, there is Big Ben standing tall with his 53 innings, 5-2 record, and a 3.7 ERA to go along with 17 punch-outs. Reese, Ben Abram back at home, back in Welland here at the pond, getting a start. We haven't seen him here for about a couple of weeks, and looking forward to another big Ben Abram start tonight in the Rose City.
Yeah, so am I. I'm really excited for this one. Yeah, and it'll be nice because this is a nice 1-2 punch you have, especially heading into the postseason with Ortega, with Abram. Those two really are the staples in this pitching rotation. So we had Ortega on Thursday. He threw a gem. Expecting the same out of Abram today.
12 punch-outs for Teodoro Ortega. Absolutely diced through the Barrie Baycats lineup. Let's take a look at the Welland Jackfish defensively tonight. It'll pop up on your screen for you. There it is. Brandon Hupe, Gio Morello, and Mateo Porcelato will occupy the outfield. And in on the infield, it'll be Thomas Green starting at third. Brendan Luther over at short. Jonah Weisner gets the start at second. And Smack, he's back. James Smybert will start at first base for the Welland Jackfish. Ben Abram will do the pitching. Robbie Mullen will do the catching. And Grayson Barrett will DH. The Baycats offensively, let's take a look at their 1 through 9. It'll be Noel McGarry Doyle leading off. It'll be Brandon Hernandez and Francisco Hernandez, the brothers in the 2-3 hole. Nolan Macabrota, Tristan Clark, Noah Hall, Clayton Keys, Tyler Plumpton, and Alex Wickett will round out the 0-9 for the Barrie Baycats as we get set. Sold out crowd here in Welland, the 6th official sellout of the season. Cal Clutterbuck throwing out the first pitch, a Rose City legend. 17 NHL seasons. It's the NHL's all-time leading hits, Reese Dumani. As it's ball one, as they say, he did not go around.
I swear I heard somebody in the crowd yell "Sign with Toronto." But he'll still pound us.
Absolutely.
But that retired bot is in full swing.
Dad mode has been activated for Cal Clutterbuck.
Yep.
Absolutely. 6:05 the first pitch here tonight. As that one is fouled back, 1-1. Fans still filing into their seats. What a crowd here tonight on beach night down at the pond. Great giveaway, too.
Yep.
Reversible bucket hats.
That lineup was crazy out at the front door.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to go yet, go check it out on the social media. That line was wrapped all the way back to the field, down the left field line.
It gave opening day for the jersey giveaway and Davey Mendez bobblehead day a run for its money, line.
And probably a couple nights still yet to come that are going to give it a run for its money.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Longcocks night coming up. That's sure to be a dandy here at Welland Stadium. And Coach Bobblehead night as that one hits him. So a breaking ball that Abram just lost it will hit the leadoff man, and McGarry Doyle will trot down to first.
Yeah, it just came a little bit too far in. You could see what Ben Abram was trying to do there. It'll go towards the body with that pitch. They wanted it to finish inside, of course, and they wanted to get McGarry Doyle to swing over top of it, and get that first out, but it just got a little bit too inside, and it caught number 95 in blue.
Trade deadline has come and gone in the IBL, Reese. Teams making some big moves, some bold moves ahead of the deadline on Monday. As that one is ripped to right field, but it's going to be right at Mateo Porcelato. He dropped it on the transfer, so out will be Hernandez. And one away. Clearly dropped on the transfer, Reese out in right field. That's the right call.
Yeah, absolutely. He had that baseball. It just, I think what happened was, I thought McGarry Doyle got a little bit too far for a line drive to right field, maybe left, but he wanted to try and make a quick throw to first base, see if he could try and get two. I don't think he would have, but you got to at least give it a shot and look to see. But I think that's just what happened there. Got a little bit too quick, and yeah, easily on the transfer.
Reese, teams you were most impressed with, or most are impressed with after the trade deadline?
You know what?
I think we have the same idea and the same mindset on this one.
You know what? Instead of impressed, I'm more surprised about what happened.
Yes,
I think there's a few, and not on the additions, on the moves to the inactive list.
Yes.
Or moves to, that show a release.
Yes.
That's what I'm more surprised about. The late moves by the Kitchener Panthers. Mandalay, no longer part of the Kitchener Panthers
one of their best
team.
Offensive weapons this season so far.
Yeah. Dustin Richardson
Toronto.
is no longer the closer or the general manager or the pitching coach for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Seth Strong, not with the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers anymore.
A lot of big names.
That got me more than what teams added, to be honest with you. Guelph Royals, I would say, did a really nice job on Monday. I thought they had the best day. I think our additions as well. You could talk about Smybert. That's a good one. De Los Santos was introduced to the Fish fans on Thursday in Barrie. I thought those were a couple of really nice moves. But Guelph, I liked their Monday. I really did.
They're surging, Reese, too. 5 straight up the standings in classic Guelph Royals fashion, as we should say. We were talking about it a week ago, and is it too little too late as Ben Abram gets the strikeout of Hernandez? And that'll bring in Nolan Macabrota with 2 away. And we said, is it going to be too little too late for the Royals? But they've rattled off 5 straight. They've had some impressive wins. They've put up some big-time numbers. I mean, you plug Franklin Torres back in the middle of that lineup. He was an absolute weapon and a machine for them in the playoffs last season.
Yep.
So, and a couple of other nice adds for them as well in the rotation and in the batting order. So, sure to be a tough out come playoff time. But, yeah, I think if you're a Welland fan, you should be very happy with what the team did. I mean, you probably acquired the best bat and the best pitcher available at the deadline. You get James Smybert, who's an IBL vet. I mean, he's coming off a pair of seasons in Trois-Rivières where he was a model of, I would say, consistency, hit around 215, 220 during the season. And his last couple of years, 5 home runs each season for James Smybert, so it's great to have him back if you're a Jackfish fan. Not to mention he's a fan favorite in the area. Everybody loves him here in Welland. And then you get Pedro de los Santos, who, again, on a Brantford team that's probably going to miss the playoffs, Reese. I feel pretty comfortable about saying that right now. Mm-hmm. And you know what? He's going to slide beautifully in. He can spot start for you if you need it. But, I mean, you saw him a couple of days ago. The Baycats saw him a couple of days ago as that's a ground ball to Jonah Weisner. He's got it on to first in time. So the leadoff hit by pitch is stranded at first base, and Abram retires the next 3 in order. But De Los Santos is going to provide very valuable innings for the Jackfish out of the bullpen in the back end of relief for Welland. Let's head to the bottom of the first. Abram throws up a 0. Jackfish offense coming up next here in Welland.
Here in section 102, Robin from King Carden, who joins us for the very first time here. And he wants to become one of you, but he doesn't know it yet. The only way to do that is one way and one way only. What is that, Fanatics? And here comes Fisher Lady Frederica herself with an ice cold Halifax pie. It's your time, Robin. Pucker up. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. And it's amazing. Yes, welcome to the family. Robin will walk home with the Niagara College gift pack and an ice cold pond water lager. One more time for a new snag in the pond. Robin!
And fans, how do free French fries sound? If Welland Jackfish pitchers strike out 5 or more opposing batters during any home game this season. Each fan here at the park can redeem their game tickets from free medium fry with any purchase at Welland's McDonald's locations, Niagara Street and Lincoln Street, and $10 from every strikeout this season will be donated to the Ronald McDonald House. We're pleased to announce that the Welland Jackfish
Bottom of the first inning. Welcome back. There is the starter for the Baycats tonight, Cesar Rosado, putting together another great campaign in the IBL. Just about 50 innings pitched for Rosado on the season, a 4-3 record, an ERA of 3.5. Reese, he's going to get his fair share of strikeouts, 50 on the season for Rosado, and about 48 innings pitched. The second in this tier list, if you're ranking Barrie starters, and Rosado gets the ball here today in Welland, and he'll face Jonah Weisner to lead things off. Let's take a look at the Baycats defensively tonight. There it is. It'll be Clark, McGarry Doyle, and he is in the outfield for the Baycats tonight. Nolan Hull and Brandon Hernandez will start on the left side of the infield. Alex Wickett will get the start at second. Nola Macabrota at first. Cesar Rosado will start. Tyler Plumpton will catch, and Francisco Hernandez will DH. As here's Jonah Weisner to lead off for the Welland Jackfish. As it's outside, let's take a look at the Jackfish 1 through 9 tonight. See where Smack slides right into that order. Reese Dumani, Weisner will lead it off. Gio Morello in center bat second. It'll be Porch in the 3-hole. Thomas Green will DH and bat fourth. James Smybert right there after him. He'll play first base. Check that on the lineup card. Robert Mullen, Grayson Barrett, Brendan Luther, and Brandon Hupe round out the starting 9 offensively for the Welland Jackfish. Two 2-0. Rosado missing to Weisner.
Yeah, you mentioned Rosado, and then with the Jackfish seeing Garces on Thursday, I had a feeling it'd be these two guys. It was just a matter of who was going to pitch in Barrie and who was going to pitch here, and I think the Jackfish probably had a pretty good idea about that as well.
Jonah Weisner lofts one to center field, not going to be deep enough. No, McGarry Doyle is under it. One away here to start the bottom of the first.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 11.
A little uncharacteristic there for Rosado to fall behind 2-0. Now, he does walk guys, 28. That's not terrible in 48 innings pitched. But, you know, he is a strike thrower. Like you said, he's going to get his fair share of strikeouts. So, for a 2-0 start, and Weisner put a good swing on the ball, just got a little bit under it, and it ended up being a easy catch.
These are likely, Reese. Could be a finals preview here today.
Could be.
I mean, you're not going to see these two teams play each other in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs.
No.
You can probably book that. But again, they met in the finals a couple of seasons ago. Barrie's been there 2 straight years. Welland looking to get back this season. You get them back-to-back. They throw both of their aces. The Baycats do. The Jackfish return fire with both of their aces. No card left unturned here to end the regular season.
No, not at all. Mentioned the 4-game lead on the Baycats for the Jackfish right now. They gotta, you know, this is big for both sides. That was a huge hack, by the way.
It's a nasty pitch from Rosado.
But you could essentially group those 3 teams as the top 3, I would say, heading into the playoffs. You know, Chatham, yeah, they're 2.5 back at Barrie, but I think there is a bit of a talent separation gap between the Barrie Baycats and the Chatham Kent Barnstormers. So you could probably lock Welland, London, Barrie in 1, 2, 3. It's just we got to figure out who's going to be where.
I mean, it's funny you mentioned it because before the broadcast we were talking about how Hamilton was the hottest team last week, and now they've lost 3 straight.
Yeah.
I mean, character too as Hamilton's season has gone. Reese.
Yep. Yeah. They're just flirting around 500. You know, they'll fall in a number of games in a row, and then they'll win a number of games. You know, they got up to 3 or 4 games over 500, and yeah, they've lost 3 in a row. They're only 1 game over 500 now.
Rosado rocks into his 1-2 to Gio. It's outside 2-2.
And we got into it last week, last home game, about the records at home compared to on the road. And not just for the Jackfish here, but all around the Intercounty Baseball League. 4 teams have a winning record at home. 5 teams have a winning record on the road. So more teams are better on the road than teams are at home, which is unreal to think about.
Jackfish have a winning record, but I mean, it's nothing to brag about, Reese. 9-8.
Yeah, Like, the best home record is London. They're 12-6 at Labatt Memorial Park.
Which still, realistically, yeah, it's 6 games above 500, but, you know, for Labatt Park and the advantage you get playing there,
Yeah.
sure, they're not happy with the 12-6 record at
Yeah.
home.
No kidding. Yeah.
I can tell you for certain Welland's not happy with a 9-8 record at home, Reese, but 16-2 on the road will do just fine.
And that's not even close to the next closest team. Like, Barrie's 11-7, Toronto's 11-6 on the road. Like, 16-2, like, nobody's close to that. Which, in the playoffs, to win a championship, you're going to have to be great on the road.
How about Gio Morello at an 0-2 count? He works it all the way back to full, and he's going to draw a one-out walk here. So a one-out base runner for the Welland Jackfish will bring in Mateo Porcelato.
Fielder number 10, Mateo.
Yeah, that's a heck of an at-bat. You usually are going to get one of those to start off in front of second base. Originally, he backed up as the throw came in, but I think he was a little bit too far ahead, and then he couldn't get back even with it. So I think that helped Gio get in behind.
Rosado taking a long time on the mound. Now he's going to step off. When a guy steals first pitch, it's in the back of your head now. And Morello, base hit would score him.
Yeah, when you have to use a disengagement for a runner at second base as your first one, that's not ideal for a pitcher.
Breaking balls in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes to Porch. Or 1-1, check that to Mateo Porcelato.
That was a really good take. It looked like he really wanted to go after that, but he saw it dipping down, and that was going to find the dirt, so that's a good hold by Porch.
Porch continuing his excellent season at the dish. Rene Takioka, the lone man who has a better batting average than Mateo Porcelato. They're both well in the 400s. How about that season that Takioka's putting together for Brantford? One of the lone bright spots on that Red Sox team. A 1-1 from Rosado is inside, 2-1.
Yeah, that's a nice duo Brantford does have in Takioka and Christian Ortega.
Yeah. These guys who don't really get talked about a ton, Reese, because, again, Brantford, only 8 wins. I mean, they're going to miss the playoffs for the second consecutive season. But, yeah, a couple of really good players they got there offensively. 2-1, Rosado. Once again, taking a long time to deliver this pitch. Now it comes, it's outside, 3-1.
You know what, for the Sox, it might just be a situation for them. It's a first-year new ownership. You're not going to expect championships year one of a new ownership. That's anywhere in sports unless you're the Vegas Golden Knights. But for them, their junior club just won the Intercounty Championship.
That's a great point.
The other night, or I believe it was last night, over the Waterloo Tigers. So maybe it's just a matter of time. They're waiting for those young guys to get ready and come up to the Sox. But that's a really good junior team they've got there.
A 3-1 is not even close, and it's back-to-back walks for Cesar Rosado, who's lost the zone here in the first. 2 aboard, and we're going to send it down to field level and listen to this ovation for James Smybert.
Batting fourth, first baseman number 5. Welcome back, James Smybert.
James Smybert, his first at-bat back in Welland, to a nice ovation here at the pond. What a great sight to see. Sporting number 5 now, of course, Robbie Mullen wearing his old 23. And now they're going to throw it back to second base. Not in time. So Hernandez is going to toss that ball back to Rosado. Morello is really in the head here of Cesar Rosado early on.
Yeah, I wonder if he's itching to take third as well. Not a huge lead, though.
Bounced in the dirt, 1-0. He's been really wild, Reese. It's either been in the zone or not competitive.
Yeah.
Early on from Rosado.
Even to Weisner, you know, he started 2-0, and then Weisner hit a ball in the air. But other than that, yeah, it's been strange, uncharacteristic, I guess is the best way to put it.
Got a feeling James Smyber would love to do something here back of the pond to get the fans on their feet here early in this one. The 1-0. It's a good pitch broken off and at the knees for a strike.
Yeah, a guy struggling to get in the strike zone, and then he drops that. You're like, oh, okay. I thought you were struggling to get in the zone. I thought you'd punch a fastball in there, but no, it comes with the off-speed stuff, and that's a really, really nicely executed pitch.
Rosado checking back at second. Runners at first and second. Now comes home. And again, not competitive, 2-1.
That was even weird. Yeah, so with some guys, I was this way, but when a pitcher looks in, and some guys like a huge target, some guys like the glove to start down, and then if a pitch is low, they try to want their catchers to work it up. I was a guy that needed a target. I had to look at the glove to know that, hey, I got to hit my spot here. I'm going to look at the glove the entire way. He might be like that as well. Yeah, it's hard to throw a pitch anytime, whether you have to look at the glove or not when you're looking at second base. But some guys they need a target. They need to look at the glove the entire way.
I'm sure that's Plumpton's message. Hey, let's focus on the batter here. Don't worry about the runners. The 2-1 is outside, 3-1 to Smybert. In danger of loading the bases here as he's fallen behind 3-1 to the third straight batter.
Yeah, you're not going to have success if you don't make the hitters put the ball in play. If you're just giving them free bases all night, you're not going to last very long.
They haven't been competitive, Reese.
No.
He hasn't been competitive misses here early on. A 3-1 coming from Rosado. Big pitch. James Smybert goes after that 3-1 and sends it into the air, shallow center field. While McGarry Doyle's camped under it. He makes the catch. Tagging, no. Going to stay at second. And a big second out for Rosado.
Yeah, he needed that. And Smybert knew exactly what he was going to come at him with, and he went after it. Again, just got under it. Put it up in the air. It was way too shallow for Morello to even consider trying to gain 90 feet, so it's going to have to be a 2-out hit here in the first, and just feels like you can't let him off the hook here. 2 straight walks, then you get this fly ball here when he was behind 3-1. It'd be nice to get a clutch hit here and see if we can at least get 1 or 2, because you don't want to let him off the hook here.
A base hit would score at least 1, and fastest man in the IBL standing at first base. First pitch to Mullen is outside for a ball. So he has seen to start this ball game lefty, 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 lefty. Now Robert Mullen, the righty. Robert Mullen crushes one left center field. That ball is headed to the gap, but able to get over and cut it off. Tristan Clark to make the grab. Robert Mullen almost putting a pair on the board, but Cesar Rosado works out of 2 walks in the bottom of the first. And the Jackfish leave a pair stranded. To the second we go. Scoreless here in the Rose City on a Saturday.
Head down to the director of fun. He's got his contestants with all the action. Ryan, who's with you tonight?
All right, for next, we got Paula, Chris, and Anthony versus Mike, Joel, and Chris. For the Minor Brothers Undie Run, here's how it works. Nice they're going to take off around the infield, down towards home plate. First team to cross the line wins $25 to Minor Brothers Country Living. Fanatics, are you ready? Guys, it's Saturday. I said, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go, go, go. Oh, that's a tactic. I like it. Doesn't look close here. But the corner gets everybody. Here we go, down the stretch, make some noise. This doesn't seem legal to me, but I'm no expert here. Congratulations, Paula, Chris, and Andrew up there with $20. So, Minor Brothers, Fanatics, make some noise. We will be back.
Fans, a reminder that 50/50 is brought to you by Crime Stoppers of Niagara. Make sure to look out for their volunteers walking around the concourse to purchase your 50/50 tickets. Should be a big one tonight. Draw takes place at the end of the 7th inning. Speaking of jackpots, We're still looking for the July 3rd winner. $1,475. Winning ticket number D3260. D3260 is from back on July 3rd. Please report to the Crime Stoppers of Niagara table on the concourse if you are holding that winning ticket. Leading off the second inning for Barrie, left fielder number 6, Tristan Clark.
Top half of the second inning back here at Welland Stadium. Sold out for the 6th time this season. Reese Dumani, I'm Alec Murray. Thanks for joining us. Ben Abram back to work here in the second. He'll get Tristan Clark to lead things off for Barrie in the second inning. Brantford, the lone team, not in action tonight across the IBL. Full slate, 4 games, 8 teams in action. Kitchener's in Chatham-Kent tonight. Barnstormers looking to get back on the right track. It's London and Toronto. That's a big game. And a lot of Toronto fans, if you're a Welland or Barrie fan tonight. And see if the Maple Leafs can't pull one off against the London Majors. And it's Hamilton in Guelph. That should be a good one, too, from Hastings.
It should be. Yeah, and if you're the Sox, you're idle tonight. Your eyes are glued to
Kitchener.
Chatham, Kent, and Kitchener. Huge Barnstormers fans tonight are the Red Sox.
Clark rips one up the middle. That's going to fall in front of Morello. Oh, boy, bounces over his head. Tristan Clark is rumbling around second base. He's on his way to third. Clark is going to get the stop sign, and he's in with a triple to lead out the second inning. What a hop in center. And it's been so dry here over the past couple of weeks, and that ball off a trampoline in front of Morello.
Yeah, and you could tell that he was sort of fighting the decision to either go after that, try to lay out for it, or try and wait back. He decided to stop and take it off a hop. It's just that hop, you're right. It's just been so dry, and you can see it on the field. I'm sure you can see it on the screen here, but yeah, that took off. And yeah, you might as well have put a trampoline in center field.
Tristan Clark's campaign continues. He's been excellent for the Baycats this season, and he stands at third with nobody away. Abrams' pitch is going to be a fair ball. Hall smashes it into right field. That's a base hit. RBI single as Clark will cash in, and the Baycats take a 1-0 lead here in the second.
The Jackfish infield came in to try and cut that run down at the plate. You know, in a game like this where it's going to be tight, there's not going to be a ton of scoring opportunities. Just like on Thursday, you know, you have to play in early to try and cut a run down in there. I'm not sure they stop that if they're back. It'd be close for Smybert there because it was literally directly on the line. I think it did catch a piece of the bag. He might have had a shot, but that's what that bounce forced you to do, is bring the infield in.
Ball one is delivered.
It wasn't hit too hard. Again, it's just the matter of the fact that the infield was in.
Clayton Keys will chomp one, could be two. Luther flipped to second base, is going to be just in time to get the runner. Hall at second base. Almost really bad for the Welland Jackfish here to start this second inning.
Yeah, that was
number 44, Tyler
great
Clinton.
range from Luther. That sort of sidearm backhand toss was a little off the mark. Jonah Weisner having to do his best first base impression to keep his foot on the bag. But yeah, that could have turned ugly there with 2 runners on and nobody out. But a good athletic play from Weisner to stretch out and get it.
Here's the catcher Plumpton now. Takes a called strike. So you get the lead a runner, and now a runner at first base on a fielder's choice is Keys, and Plumpton with one away.
You know, that might have been the only option. It would have taken a little bit of an extra movement for Luther to try and throw that a little bit harder.
Plumpton in on his hands, chopped it foul, 0-2.
If he tried to go overhand, if he tried to sidearm that, he would have had to turn himself a little bit towards second base to try and do that. Stronger throw still might have got him, but that extra movement could have also cost him as well. So really the backhand flip was probably the best chance he had to get an out.
Abram yanked that one. Look out. That throw almost sailing into right field. Good job by Smybert.
I think Mullen might have had to take a deep breath there. Be like, stay low enough, stay low enough. And it did. Smybert showing off the hops.
Keys now with his second IBL team. Hamilton last season, batted .302. 27 games. So that one's bounced into the dirt from Abram. 2-2, even the count now on Tyler Plumpton.
That's a heck of a block by Mullen there. Got to keep Keys at first base.
Two, Abram comes set. Yanks it outside, full count.
Went really quick there. Just a brief pause on the mound there for Abram after he came set. But there was that slight pause, no issue of a balk, but he tried to work quick there.
Love a ground ball here or a strikeout. Abrams 3-2. That ball is sent to left field. Drifting over is Brendan Hupe. He's under it to make the catch. 2 down. Keys has to return to first base. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Wicket.
And for Plumpton to work that full after being down 0-2, credit to him. You know, Abram tried to get him to fish out of the zone a couple of times, couldn't get him to do it, and then just in on the hands a little bit too much was a lazy fly ball to left.
We mentioned it off the top of the broadcast. It's going to be a tough day to hit anything in the air, Reese. It's not going to fly tonight.
Nope.
A lot of balls are going to die in the outfield. Going to take a lot to hammer one out of here tonight, as that one is at the knees for a called strike to Alex Wicket.
Ben Abram getting ahead again, as usual, here at the pond and in any of his starts.
Going to check on Keys over at first base in safely.
Yeah, you'd love to keep Noel McGarry-Doyle on deck. Come up with a clean slate in the third inning.
Abrams 0-1 on the way. That one is going to be sent to left field. Hupe has a beat on it. He's got it. Inning over. One mistake. It was the leadoff triple to Clark. And the Barrie Baycats cash it in on a Hall single. And Cesar Rosado back to the bump with a 1-0 lead after 1.5 here at Welland Stadium. Baycats on top as we head to the bottom of the second.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
Let me into my zone, let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone, let me into my zone. Let me into my zone, let me into my zone. Please don't let me in. Yeah. Can't answer my phone now, just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
200 Fitch Street here in Welland. Join the Fanatics every road game at tailgates as the official road game viewing location during the 2025 season. Are you ready to party? Your group, your ball team, or birthday party can join us here at the pond. Visit fan services at the front gate or wellandjackfish.com/groups for more information about our all-inclusive group tickets. Leading off the second inning for your Jackfish, designated hitter, number 24, Grayson Barrett.
Grayson Barrett leading things off, bottom of the second inning. Chops the first pitch, he sees foul. Cesar Rosado looking to command the zone a little bit better. Greg got beat to that foul ball.
Look at Josh go.
Wave and a miss from Barrett, 0-2.
It's just so tough. You had him on the ropes in that first inning, and then just a couple of balls in the air. That Mullen run was struck, don't get me wrong. But just felt like, again, you just left him off, you let him off the hook, I guess is the best way to put that. But yeah, you had an opportunity to score, you didn't, and then you give up the lead in the top of the second. Just a little bit tough.
1-2 count to Barrett. Going to go back outside here. Rosado offers. Breaking ball. 2-2.
He wanted that too. He thought he caught that outside corner, but it did look like he came around the plate. Heck of a pitch. I mean, Barrett's not going to do anything with it.
And a 2-2. Strike 3 called. He gets the call on that one as Rosado punches out Barrett to open the second. I think Barrett thought that was the same pitch as the last pitch, and it looked pretty similar, Reese.
Yeah, the first one was a little bit more looping. That one was more sharp, and it had a little bit more velocity on it. So, yeah, he thought he was seeing the same thing. He thought it was in the same location, but home plate umpire Rosie had it a little bit closer, had it on the corner.
Jeff Rose, the home plate umpire tonight, as you mentioned. Rosado offers to Green, who comes up empty on 1.
Should just expect it now. It seems like we've had him every game behind the plate.
He's been in the Rose City quite a bit this season. Brandon Luther lingering on deck for the Jackfish. Green, an 0-1 count. Called strike 2. And now Thomas Green's in a hole here. He's going to step out.
That pitch has been there. Ben Abram has gotten that a couple of times. So for right-handed hitters, you got to be ready for anything that's close to that outside corner.
Green now in an 0-2 hole. Here comes Rosado's offering. Great pitch. Got him swinging. Back-to-back Ks to open the second as Green has a chat with the home plate umpire. But that was a nasty pitch. Looks like it's coming middle, Reese, and it just dives away to the right-handed hitting Green.
I had a funny feeling they were going to go out there. It did look like that fastball was a strike. Again, we're up here. It's a little bit tougher to tell, but you knew they were going to go back there and with something soft. Get him diving out over the plate and knowing that previous pitch was called a strike. Let's see if he thinks the same thing on this one, and that's what prompted that little bit of a discussion from Green and the home plate umpire. It's just, you kind of set me up for that, calling that pitch.
So Rosado has found his command here in the second so far. A couple of strikeouts to open the second inning. And now with 2 outs, it's Brendan Luther stepping in. Luther out of the 8-hole, the best 8-hole hitter you'll ever see. 2-0.
And we need him to grind out an at-bat here. Hasn't really been an extended at-bat here in the second inning. Nice thing. You'd love to at least get one. Again, in that 6, 7, 8, potentially 9 range. You'd love to have one of those per inning. Luther's a guy that can do that.
Takes a called strike from Rosado. We should announce to Reese that with tonight's sellout being the 6th sellout of the season, the Welland Jackfish have reached a new attendance record with still a couple of home games remaining, Reese. 45,306 fanatics have attended games this season, in this being the 18th home game for the Welland Jackfish of the year. And still, we mentioned the full month of August to come ahead, 3 weeks of August to come ahead. So thank you to you for supporting and being part of, history once again here at the pond.
That's really cool.
That season attendance record is going to be smashed this season.
Oh, easily.
Already a record, and you still got some time left as that one is sent to left field. Drifting back is Tristan Clark. He's got it, inning over. So a nice bounce back inning for
Fanatics
Cesar
are gonna head back down
Rosado.
to the
Couple of
field for
strikeouts and a
Jackfish
flyout. He
Baseball.
goes 1,
It's
2,
time
3
for
in the
the
second.
empty
We head to the
bellies.
third.
Easy
1-0
back
Baycats on
race.
top.
Contestants entering the field. Our staff's ready to go. Ryan, who's with you tonight?
All right, Rodney, Fanatics. So I got Abby and Nash here for the empty bellies dizzy bat race. Here's how this works. When I say go, head to bat, back to floor, spin around until I say stop. At what point you probably have to get up off your butt and hit the ball at the tee. Oh, apparently it's our first time doing this promo. Help me out, guys. First person to hit the tee, a ball off the tee wins $25 to empty bellies. Whew. Fanatics, make some noise for our contestants! On your mark, get set, go! Oh, wow. That counts, I'll take that. Not on the ground now, not on the ground. And your head on the back. Shake! It's okay. Head on the bat, Nash. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Congratulations, Abby. You're not going to hold doors, empty bellies. Fanatics, make some noise. We will be back.
Want to wear the fish this season? Visit the new tackle box on the first base side of the stadium or online
Top
at
of the third inning,
shop.wellandjackfish.com.
Alec Murray, Reese Dumani, thanks for joining us. Beautiful night for baseball here in the Rose
This
City.
park is a non-smoking facility. Smoking and vaping are not allowed anywhere.
As the
within
Baycats will
stands
go
or
second time
concourse
through the order.
in
It'll be
accordance
1,
with
2, 3,
provincial
2 up for the
and
Baycats here
municipal
in the third inning. Noel
regulations.
McGarry Doyle leading it off for Barrie. Opened the game with a hit by pitch, was stranded on base in the first.
Leading off the third inning for the Baycats.
Take a look at those
Center
numbers for
fielder
McGarry Doyle on your
Doyle.
screen. Excellent, excellent campaign for Noel McGarry Doyle.
Yeah, even with a brief time in the Frontier League with Ottawa.
Abrams starts him off with a breaking ball, in at the knees for a strike. What a big get back this was this season for Barrie. Wave and a miss, and it's 0-2. One of the best all-around five-tool players in the IBL, McGarry Doyle.
Yeah, he's a man you plan your season around in your lineup. Rio has that same feel, and what he brings to the game. He's got that same quality where those are two guys where you plug into the middle, top of your lineup, and you're like, yep, we're going to plan our way around. We're going to have McGarry Doyle there. Rio's going to be 3, 4, 5, anywhere there. Let's see what works around them. And they're staples with the Baycats. Big part of a championship season.
Should mention Reese wishing all the best to Ryan Rio in his recovery. And
yep.
I mean, for the betterment of the IBL, as that one's a broken bat, ground ball up the middle. Luther in transition onto first in time. For the betterment of the league and for the betterment of the fans, we hope that Ryan's able to make a healthy return to the lineup. He said hopefully his goal is to be back second round of the playoffs for the Barrie Baycats if, of course, they're able to make it to the second round, which is a pretty good possibility if you ask me. But, again, all the best to Ryan in his recovery. And, I mean, one of the premier guys, not players, but premier guys in the IBL.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between just a premier guy and a premier player. He still had a big smile on his face at the All-Star game. He was excited to be there, being an honorary captain. His manager was of course managing the North squad. So, yeah, it was great to see him. He had Studley cleats on, and he was still smiling and was hoping we got to a swing off in that All-Star game, but didn't get there. And even talking about him, we would have loved to see him in that home run derby. I mean, that would have been awesome to have him a part of that event.
Health always comes first. And
Yep.
some things that are bigger than baseball. I mean, the guy's getting married soon, so
yeah, that's important.
It's a little bit more important than taking a few swings, as coming up empty on that swing is Hernandez 1-2.
But what a first round we saw between his teammate Nolan Macabroda and John Salazzo.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what? We had to go to two or three extra rounds.
I think it was.
That was awesome.
Abram trying to retire Hernandez. Here comes the 1-2. Hernandez under it. Shallow left field. Hupe camped under it. Didn't even move. Makes the catch, 2 away. So Ben Abram getting a lot of weak contact early on in this one, Reese.
Yeah, and 3 of the last 4 putouts by our left fielder, Hupe. 2 to end that second inning, and now this one to Hernandez. He's been fairly busy in that number 7 position, left field.
So here's his brother Francisco Hernandez, who's the DH tonight for the Baycats. Not a bad deal. You get one, you get both.
I'd say it's worked out.
Absolutely.
Francisco 305.
Brandon was with the team.
266,
Brandon was with the team last season as well, bringing his brother along this year for the Baycats. As that's called strike 0-2.
I think that was called on the pitch, not the swing.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to continue to feed that outside part of the plate. That's where we're seeing that strike zone be. You know, it's not necessarily inside to right-handers or outside to left-handers. It's outside to righties and inside to lefties, and they're going to go back there.
Abram an 0-2 on the way, just missing outside. Well, that's a spot. You're going to get a little give from Jeff Rose tonight on that outside corner. You've seen it already, so why wouldn't you?
They tried to do what the Baycats just did to Thomas Green in the bottom half of the second.
It's a good pitch. You have a couple here to play with if you want.
Yep.
Abram rocks into the 1-2 off the end of the bat. Drifting back is Smybert. Coming over is the second baseman Weisner to make the grab. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Baycats in the top of the third. We head to the bottom half of the inning. 1-0. Barrie remaining on top here on a Saturday.
It's time to get on.
Did you know your dollar does more in Niagara with Penn Financial? And you get the same benefits and rates, except we get to know you better, like true neighbors do. Penn Financial, Niagara's truly local credit union.
Niagara College programs immerse students with a highly experiential learning environment enhanced by digital technologies. We place students at the center of all that we do. We are Niagara College.
Snag a foul ball tonight. Visit us at Fan Services located at the front gate and redeem your foul ball for a brand new Jackfish logo baseball. Perfect for post-game autographs. Fans have been informed, take home 50-50 jackpot. Already over $1,000 tonight. Get those 50-50 tickets now. Leading off the inning for Welland.
2. As Rosado deals for a called strike, 1-1. Take a look at the fans and the crowd. Bards looks like a great time tonight. I mean, every night it looks like a great time, but looks a little extra full tonight, as that's a strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-2.
I'm still going to set up a petition. We either do a game from there or from the Miller
if you
Lake
had to
dock.
if you had to pick the Barge or the Miller Lake dock to watch a game in, where would you watch it?
The dock.
I'm going to say the dock as well. Absolutely. 1-2. That one's on the ground to second. Hull's got it onto first in time for the first out here in the third. Just such a vibe over there, down.
Yeah.
I mean, no dash on the Barge down the first base line, but I don't know. Dock just looks like a good time always.
Yeah, you got that light up Jackfish.
It's got like a homey backyard kind of feeling to it.
Yeah, it's a little bit closer to the field as well.
I also prefer to watch a game on the third base line than the first base line.
Why?
If I had a preference. I don't know. I
like even if you
just,
like buy tickets to a game.
Yeah, it'll be third base line always.
Okay.
Third base line or outfield. That's what I
outfield,
that's what I like. Yeah. Well, I mean, certain ballparks you have to sit in the outfield.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, so being a Pirates fan, there's no way I'd buy tickets in the outfield because then you don't get the view of the backdrop.
no. So life hack, and again, that has to do with third base line, Reese.
Okay.
Because I try to go once a year, and you'll go see a series, right?
Yep.
So you'll sit behind home plate for one game, and then you got to go up into the 300s on the third base line and sit up there, and the view is just for the view alone. Absolutely. I mean, this year you can buy tickets wherever you want, sit wherever you want. So
yep, you can.
It doesn't really matter, but
probably get them for $5 too.
Absolutely. The Clemente wall is pretty cool. You gotta sit up there as well. But if you're going for one game, you honestly, you get them, down the third base line. Just it's gorgeous. Swing and a miss from Wisner, 1-2.
Now, where did you sit in Erie last week or 2 weeks ago?
Oh, a little bit of everywhere. Oh, it was great.
Oh, you weren't in one spot. All right.
Give a shout out to the Erie Seawolves, and great ballpark down there in Erie for the AA Seawolves. Ended up walking it off. It was a great night. Check down. Gonna say he went. No. They say he went around on the swing. I'm not sure about that, Reese, but it's a strikeout of Wisner, 2 down.
Yeah, I'm not sure I saw a full swing. It looked like he held up. I mean, again, our vantage point kind of sucks for that. But looking at Ricky's reaction, the fact that there wasn't one tells me he went. Just from up here, it's really hard to tell, and it didn't look like he did, but the fact that Ricky didn't react, I'm going to say he did.
So Rosado, another strikeout tonight. He's got 3 already through 2 2/3. But yeah, so we started in their kind of party deck area, which is gorgeous. It's right kind of in the corner down in right field. And then we moved over to the third base line, which were where our tickets were. And I mean, you can't really go wrong. They've done a nice renovation in that left field corner where Erie Insurance Arena is, and they opened that up. So you're in the arena, you're sitting in the arena, but you're watching the ball game. Yeah, it's right off that front corner.
Okay.
Nice little ad there. But, yeah, gorgeous. Always a fun time, as that one is outside for ball 2, 2-0. I know you were sad you couldn't. You missed Kevin McGonigal's walk-off knock.
Yeah.
In the 10th.
Considering he'll be in Detroit in a year or 2. Probably 2.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great time to go see them play, too. You get Max Clark, Kevin McGonigal. Great prospects down there for the Detroit Tigers AA team. Here now to 2-0 count. Giamorello taking outside 3-0. He walked back in the first inning, was stranded at second base. And he's worked himself into a really nice count here.
Those 2-out walks, you never know if Gio can find a way on.
A 3-0 count coming to Gio. Got to think it's going to be taking all the way. It's high anyways, and it's ball 4. So 4-pitch walk. Gio Morello's on base for a second time tonight. And James Smybert's going to try and do something here with 2 away and 1 aboard. Or Mateo Porcelato, check that. Jumping the gun here. Another guy who walked back in the first inning, Reese.
Yeah, and it was interesting. The entire at-bat, Hull started on the grass at third base. The entire at-bat for Morello. It wasn't very long, but, expecting the bunt with 2 outs, bunting for a base hit, I'm not a huge fan of. But Hull does take a couple steps back with Porch ahead. He's in line with that baseline between third and second, so probably not expecting it here. Your 3-hole hitter doesn't tend to bunt all very often, but
you never know. Welland loves to lay down the bunt in all situations, Reese.
Yep.
I mean, if you've watched Jackfish Baseball this season and seasons previous, Brian Esri not shy to throw down the bunt side. Here's Mateo Porcelato. We mentioned it. Walk back in the first. 1 on, 2 out. Got to pick off over to first. Morello stole a bag back in that first inning.
Yeah, he was in the head the entire inning of Rosado, even when he got to second base.
There's the lead for Morello off first base. See if he can get another jump. He wants to go. Long pause. There he goes for second base. Porcelato swinging away. That's going to bounce over the pitcher. Going to be a tough play. Hall bobbled it at second base. Great base running by Gio. He's going to end up at third. And runners at the corners with 2 away here in the third inning.
Your first baseman.
And now James Smybert's going to try and do something with 2 down and runners at the corners. What a heads-up job by Gio Morello. Didn't break stride around second base, Reese. He saw the bobble at second, and he was third base all over it. That'll go down as an infield single as it just got over Cesar Rosado. And as soon as it got by the starter, you knew Porch was going to be aboard.
That's a base hit all day. Even if he does make a clean flip to first base, Porch would have beat it out anyways. But to Morello to be able to get that extra 90 feet there, it's not like the ball rolled a ton away from first base, but still a heads-up base running.
Smack, take a look. There he is, James Smybert, Mississauga native, Toronto Riviere. He won the Dominico Cup with Welland in 2023. He also led the team in runs batted in. I mean, talk about a bat and talk about a guy to pick up and bolster your lineup for a playoff run. I don't think any of us expected to see him back this season, but here he is.
I mean, that's what this team does. That's what this stadium does. It brings guys back, even though it looks like they're moving on and trying to get back to whether it be the show, minor leagues, whatever the case might be, off to school. They enjoy their time so much here that they want to get back, whether it's late or not.
Taking off for second base is Porch. He's going to be in. They're going to throw down to third. Morello's going to be in safely. I mean, it should say something, too, that we should mention. James Smybert wasn't cut. He wasn't sent back. He wasn't released. No, he decided, hey, I want to come back to Welland. That says a lot.
Yeah, it does. It really does. There's a certain culture that you have to have in a clubhouse and in a front office to have a player want to do that. And the Jackfish have it.
Smybert in a 1-1 count, looking to come through here early on. Rosado checking third. Here comes the offering. Smybert. That one is going to get down into right field. That's a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Porcelato, he's going to score. It's a 2-run single for Smack, who is so back here in the Rose City as the Jackfish take a 2-1 lead.
Your catcher, number 23, Robert Mullen.
Right on cue, Reese.
You don't got to hit the ball hard to do damage, and Smybert, first game back at home, just a little flare into right field, gets the job done. There's a ton of speed at third, at second to get both runs home. Just a great job getting the bat on the ball. And again, you don't have to hit it too hard, just put it in play and find a way to get the bat on it.
So James Smybert, a 2-run single, has Welland on top. That coming with 2 outs, something the Jackfish have struggled with all season long, Reese. It seems 2-out hitting, and Smybert coming through. Nice little 2-out round lead by the Jackfish, and they make those walks pay for Cesar Rosado. Stranded them the first inning, but again, you can't play with fire. It's going to eventually burn you. Mullen under it. Macabroda's got it. Inning over, but not before Smack announces his return to the lineup. A 2-run single, and the Welland Jackfish are back on top. We head to the fourth. 2-1 Fish.
Collision presented by TurfNet Sports Supply. Director of Fun, once again, please take it away.
All right, Fanatics, we got Megan and Kay here for the Big Ball Collision presented by TurfNet Sports Supply. For a chance to win a gift certificate to their golf simulator. Here's how this works. When I say go, you're going to smash into each other, stay on your feet, win the gift card. Fall down your butt, well, you tried your best. Get prepared here. Just got them. All right, who wants to see him collide? You guys are so mean. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Uh-oh. Got it. You want to do it again? Get some retribution? She says, yeah, let's do it. Back it up. All right. Fanatics, I need you here. Make some noise! On your mark, get set, go. Uh-oh. Congratulations, you're on your own with a gift of the Turkmen's Foot Supplies. Fanatics, make some noise for our contestants. We'll be back.
Fans, don't forget to join the Jackfish on Saturday, August 16th for our annual cornhole tournament here at the pond. For more information, visit our website, wellandjackfish.com/cornhole tournament. Leading off the fourth inning for the Barrie Baycats, first baseman Nolan Macabroda.
Top half of the fourth inning, Welland on top. 2-1 here over the Baycats. In the second half of a home and home, as Ben Abram fires ball one to the cleanup man, Nolan Macabroda.
Need to throw up a zero here if you're Ben Abram.
Big economist from Macabroda. 1-1.
He was way out in front of that. Almost diving across home plate to try and get that pitch.
Tristan Clark on deck. Macabroda able to fight one off. Green giving it a look, but it's going to get up into the seats. Clark tripled and scored back in the second inning off Abram. Likely that run is stranded if that ball doesn't take a crazy bounce on Gio out in center.
Absolutely. Yeah, because the infield moved in on that, and it was able to get past Smybert literally down the line, right on the chalk. Yeah, if not, you're...
Waving a miss, Macabroda down on strikes, and Big Ben opens the inning with a punch out, his second of the night.
Left fielder Tristan Clark.
Yeah, if he's at first base, it's a double play.
Yep. It's a great put-away pitch from Big Ben. And now he gets Tristan Clark with the bases empty.
Mentioned at the top that runs would be at a premium in this game. And I know it's only the fourth inning. We've got a ton of baseball left, but it's kind of the trend right now.
Ball's in the dirt to Clark, 1-0. What a season he's put together for the Baycats. What a pickup for them.
328 will play.
Absolutely. Big cut and a miss from Clark, 1-1.
Abram's done a really nice job changing his speed so far. Through 3 1/3. Again, that's another hitter out on their front foot, way ahead of that pitch.
Clark was an all-star, represented the Baycats. Puts that one on the ground as short. Luther's got it, over to first in time, 2 away.
And before Ben Abram threw that pitch, you could kind of see Mullen with his glove kind of point like well inside to where he wanted it. I think he got a little more plate than he wanted, but still the same result. It was off the hands. It was a weak ground ball to shortstop, and and it was still a quality pitch. It's not like he totally missed his spot. He still made a decent pitch and got a hitter to roll over.
So you got 2 down. And that'll bring in Noah Hull, the third baseman. Hull tonight, RBI single. That was the one that snuck down the first base line by Smybert with the infield in. 0-1, Abrams starts him out. Here's the offering. That one's on the ground to second. Jonah Weisner's got it sized up. Toss on to first is in time. And Ben Abram has retired 9 straight batters here in Welland. He's through 4 innings, a 1-run ball. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Jackfish on top, 2-1.
All right, for next time here, section 105 with Nathan, who's been selected as Giant Home Fan of the Game. Go watch out with sports with the Jackfish and Jackfish Global Baseball. Buddy has to do one thing for me. I want to go and get you all riled up. Are you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Fish.com/ticks to purchase your game tickets tonight. Head to the bait shop now or visit Denise at the Catch Beer Bar on the third base side and enjoy an ice-cold pond water lager or slippery fish light by Newark Brewing. Please drink responsibly. Welland Stadium stops serving alcohol at the end of the 7th inning. Fans 50-50 jackpot. Take home now over $1,500. Get those 50-50 tickets now. Leading off the 4th for the Fish, the designated hitter, number 24, Grayson Barrett.
Grayson Barrett will lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back to Welland Stadium. I'm Alec Murray alongside Reese Dumani. Last month, Reese, of the regular season in the IBL, we're going to see playoffs at some point here in August. Playoff IBL games. That ball is crushed to right center field. That ball is back at the wall, and it is gone! Gee, baby! Sends one out, and Grayson Barrett extends the Jackfish lead with a solo shot to open the 4th. He got a first pitch fastball, and he did not miss it. An absolute shot for his 7th of the season.
Wasted no time at all sending that one to the promised land. That was destroyed to right center field.
Third baseman, number 1, Thomas.
Most of the time, the first pitch you're going to see is the best pitch you're going to see of that at-bat. And Grayson Barrett, again, ambushing Rosado, sending it way out of here.
So Grayson Barrett adds on to the Jackfish lead, now 3-1 Welland. And here is Thomas Green. Takes outside, 1-1.
And Alec, you mentioned it a couple of innings ago that it's going to take an absolute shot to get out of here, the way the conditions are here at Welland Stadium, and that was an absolute shot.
To the deepest part of the ballpark in right center field. A ball that he got every stitch of, and he knew it off the crack. That's exactly what Grayson Barrett brings to this lineup. You get that type of power out of anywhere between your 6 and 8 spot. Oh, man.
You're living right when your number 6 hole hitter's got that kind of power. You know, as you start to kind of fade away from the power part of your lineup, but for the Jackfish here, yeah, psych. Yeah, exactly.
2-2 to Green. Rosado rocks into the windup. Just able to get a piece of it. Went right back to that same pitch he got Green on a couple of innings ago, Reese, except left a little bit too much of that over the plate.
Yeah, and earlier in that bat, there was a pitch on the outside part of the plate that was called a ball, that was called a strike on Green in his last at bat, which caused him to then go a little bit further out, dive over the plate, and swing at it.
2-2 is outside, 3-2.
Alex doing his best Grayson Barrett impersonation up here.
I could never hit a ball that far, so it's as far as it's going to get. Warming up down on the first base line now all of a sudden for the Barrie Baycats. 3-2 on the way from Rosado. It's inside for ball 4. That ended in the strike zone, but it definitely was inside, Reese. And it's a walk for Rosado, who been a little bit of a weird start. Had no control in the first inning, but was able to get out of it. Struck out 2 and went 3 up, 3 down in the second. And then the third inning, Reese gave up a walk, gave up a base hit. The walk came around to bite him on a 2-run single by James Smybert. Now a home run to lead off the 4th.
And that is why Ramon Henriquez warming up right now for the Barrie Baycats.
Jackfish have seen plenty of him this season. Outside for ball 1. Plenty of him on both Barrie and Hamilton.
Yep.
He would like to forget the Hamilton stint of his IPL start with the Jackfish.
Hull expecting a bunt here. And on the grass at third.
1-0. A throw back over to first base as Green's in safely. Luther Hupe on deck. And then back to the top of the order.
I get the thinking behind wanting to play in, but also Luther's hitting .367.
1-0 is a called strike.
You know, and this really doesn't have the makings of, yeah, let's get a guy in a scoring position with less than 2 outs. You've already got 1 in. You've got another guy who just walked.
I'd be shocked to see Luther lay a bunt down here.
Yeah, they can smell a big inning here.
A 1-1. Swinging away, right back up the middle off the glove of the pitcher. Flip to second. That's a great play. Throw to first is not in time. Oh,
No.
That cannot be. It was a great play up the middle by Alex Wickett. They definitely got the man at second. And I'm going to tell you something, Reese. Yeah, we're all the way up here, but he was not out at first base.
That's Adam Sims over at first base, the first base umpire. I don't know about that one. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, all of a sudden, a big inning has turned into 2 outs and nobody aboard. Here's Brendan Hupe. I mean, Luther with great speed, too. We won't take away from the play by Wickett, though. How about that to get 1? Because that's all I thought they were going to get. That's all they probably should have got. But it's a heck of a play from Wickett, going away from the first base bag to pick up that ball up the middle. Off the pitcher's glove at first makes it even tougher. And his ability to flip that to Brandon Hernandez to get the lead runner. One and one on Brandon Hupe. In tight, 1 and 2 and 1. Check that. Rosado's head to work here tonight. trying to get through this fourth inning. Trying to battle through that command. A 2-1. It's a great pitch on a breaking ball to freeze Yupe in a 2-2. Rosado comes set. And a 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball is called strike 3, and Yupe said, not a shot.
Fanatics, direct your attention to the third base side.
Well, things are getting interesting here in the fourth as the Jackfish go away quietly. And we head to the top of the fifth. They add on with a Grayson Barrett shot and a 3-1 lead here in Welland.
Here we go.
All right, Fanatics, it's Bubble Blast time, presented by Elevate Automotive Truck and Trailer. We've got Rihanna and Willem versus Joanne and Dan? Yeah, we got it. Here's how this works. When I say go, you take a balloon, bring it back down here, and pop it without using your hands, arms, or feet. On the third one, whoever pops all three the fastest wins a free oil change courtesy of Elevate Automotive Truck and Trailer. Fanatics, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! He doesn't need them anymore, apparently, whatever that means. I don't know. One down, keep going. Oh, yeah, here we go. One balloon down. Number 2, here we go. Oh, wow. That's a caressing. Last balloon here will make some noise on the stretch here. He's got to pop it real quick. And boom. Congratulations. You're walking home with a oil change courtesy of Elevate Automotive Truck and Trailer. One more time. She just wants to keep doing it, apparently. One more time for our contestants, my friends.
Fans can't make it to a game, head to youtube.com/Welland Jackfish and subscribe to our official YouTube channel tonight. There you'll find amazing content and watch every home game live, presented by Young's Electric. Fans, if I could have your attention, please. A special announcement tonight. With tonight's sellout, it's a single season attendance record. 45,306 Fanatics. Let's hear you make some noise for you, the fans. Leading off the fifth inning for Barrie, right fielder Clayton Keys.
So Clayton Keys will lead off the fifth here for the Barrie Baycats. I mean, we've seen it up here, Reese, on the replay in the booth, and yeah, Jackfish kind of got unlucky there. He was definitely safe at first base. Nice play by Weisner at second on the first pitch of the inning. On to first in time, one away.
Unlucky. I've got another word I'm not going to say.
We'll just use unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't close.
It sucks.
It happens.
Absolutely.
It happens. Part of the game.
So here's Tyler Plumpton with one away.
So I just had Instagram up, and Chatham Kent hosting Kitchener tonight.
Yes.
You know how we brought our players out for our home opener in a limo?
Yes.
And prom night, I guess it was.
Yes.
The Chatham Kent Barnstormers had their players enter the field out of a fire truck.
It's pretty cool.
That's not bad.
First responders night in Chatham Kent, I take it?
I think so.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Yeah, like that's pretty cool.
One on the way from Abram. Great pitch, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, they've got the Chatham Kent Police Association as part of their game day graphics.
It's great.
So.
Talk about a team that over the last week has had a lot of weird things happen.
Mm-hmm.
1-2 on the way. That one's right back up the middle. That's going to get into center field. Base hit. So Plumpton's aboard with a one-out single. and that'll bring in Alex Wickett, the 9-hole hitter.
Second
I
baseman
mean, yeah, like,
Alex Wickett.
we won't get into detail, but you mentioned Seth Strong, not going to be with them the rest of the season, and then manager in Chatham-Kent.
Yeah,
For a team that, I mean, second year, Reese, they were better than anybody expected last year, and they've been really good, I thought, this year too. So, yeah, interesting.
It's not like they're a losing team.
No.
Right? It's not like it's been a complete failure of a season in Chatham-Kent. And, you know, talking with Sadler Goodwin, still the best name in the league. It's not even close. They loved him. Players loved him, had no issues there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound like it was a clubhouse issue or anything. Just
makes you wonder
Yeah.
sometimes, as
Yep.
that one is skied once again to left field. And Brandon Hupe, who's been working tonight, makes another catch, 2 down.
Wickett's popped out both times to left field to Hupe.
So that's a big one to get with the top of the order back up into McGarry Doyle.
McGarry Doyle.
Yeah, Gill's just a baseball guy. He seemed like a perfect fit for Chatham-Kent, for a team that's called the Barnstormers, because that doesn't get any more baseball than that. So
McGarry Doyle goes after the first pitch. Chopper to third. Going to be a tough play. Green on to first in time. Great play by Thomas Green coming in at third base. And the side is retired. So the Baycats strand a base runner, and the Jackfish will move to the bottom of the 5th, continuing to lead 3-1 here in Welland.
Fans, it's time.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Home is wherever you make it. Might not be what you expected. Raise your glass and take a moment. Look around you, this is home.
This is so bad. What if somebody sees this?
We have to get rid of this.
How?
Oh, I've got some ideas. At Penn Financial, our advisors can help you clean up the mess and make sense of your finances. Whatever your financial secret is, there's no judgment on our end. Don't live in financial stress. Come to Penn Financial. We'll help you clean up the mess.
Bottom of the 5th inning as Rosado back to work for the Baycats. Bottom of the 5th inning as Rosado back to work for the Baycats, and he pumps in strike one to Jonah Weisner. And he pumps in strike one to Jonah Weisner, who leads off. Cesar Rosado tonight, Reese. 36 strikes, 33 balls, 69 pitches. Here's number 70. It's fouled off.
And Henriquez has sat down.
39 and 33 probably aren't the splits you want
No.
in a game, Reese. That's a lot of balls, and we mentioned it. He really struggled with his command in the first inning. He's kind of gotten it under control, but you can just tell Rosado isn't quite 100% himself here tonight so far.
4 walks for Rosado. Every at-bat in that first inning, despite not giving up a run, started off with ball one.
Yep. Weisner, shot to first. That one is off the glove of Macabrota, and that's going to be a base hit. So Jonah Weisner's aboard. Good effort by Macabrota. Probably will go down as a base hit. That's a tough play on a hard-hit baseball down the right field line. And it will go down as a hit for Jonah Weisner. Yeah, I mean, really, his only clean inning was the second inning. He went 3 up, 3 down. Couple of strikeouts in there as well.
Yep.
But, I mean, with help from the first base umpire, too, in the fourth race, getting out of that jam he was kind of in. So, yeah, he's been a little bit all over the place here tonight. And once again, another runner aboard here. So lots of traffic Rosado's worked with tonight.
Hasn't been easy. And credit these Jackfish hitters. You know, this is one of their 1-2 punch up in Barrie for the Baycats. So, you know, some early pressure on Thursday. It's been fairly constant here so far tonight.
Gio Morello showing bunt, pulling back, taking ball 1.
You know, it's a really good sign against a team that we talked about it in inning 1 or 2. Like, this could be your IBL finals matchup. Again, playoffs is a different animal than the regular season, but not much is going to change now with
No.
that deadline being long gone.
This is your team, so figure it out.
Exactly.
Or keep playing the way you have, as that one is down to second, not in time. Weisner swipes a bag. Third bag stolen today for the Welland Jackfish already. Morello, Porch, and now Jonah Weisner joining the group. And that throw wasn't really close from Plumpton.
No, now he's got to shake something off. Went about halfway down the third baseline, and he'll wave off the trainer for the Baycats. So maybe frustrated at the throw. Could be.
I mean, in the IBL, too, you get the playoffs. You get a best of 5, a best of 5, and a best of 7. I don't like that.
Nope,
I think it should
I'm with
be.
ya.
I think it should be a best of 5, sure, the first round.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, cool. But after that, you get 4 really good competitive teams.
Yeah.
Make it 7. I know it extends the season. I know it's more games, but hey, that's what the fans want. Best team will win usually in 7 games, right? Give or take. I mean, there is so much room in 5 games for there to be errors or mishaps, right? And you never know. 5 games is such a different animal than 7. I know it's only another 2 games, but it's just, it changes everything in a series. I would love to see it 5-7-7.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you because, again, first round, it's the exception. You know, they do it in the big leagues as well. Let's get that done and over with. But
yeah, well, let's weed out not necessarily the bad teams, but the teams that snuck in.
Weaker teams.
You kind of know, like,
Yeah.
okay, if they get by the wild card round or if they get by this first round, good on them, right?
Yep.
They've earned it. But after that, I mean, even in the IBL, that pitch hit Gio Morello.
They're going to say no. Oh!
Weisner
All right.
thought about
I like
coming
the
home.
idea. Like the idea.
He's going to hold up at third base. Yeah, I guess it did not hit him. He was able to get out of the way. It'll be a wild pitch on Rosado. And a 3-0 count on Gio again. He's already walked twice. He scored a run.
You love the walks. You love getting on base. But I'm sure there's part of him that's like, throw me something in the zone. I would like to hit. I'm a pretty good hitter. I get why you don't want to throw me a pitch, or you can't because his control really hasn't been there today, but that can be frustrating as a hitter if you're not getting anything to hit and you're just walking.
A 3-0 count to Gio. Rosado gets a called strike. So now you got a runner 90 feet away, nobody away here in the 5th.
You know, and further to your point about the 5-7-7 instead of the 5-5-7, depending on the season, you've only got 9 teams in your league. Depending on the year, you might only have 4 teams over 500.
Yeah.
So
Gio Morello reaches out and sends one into left center field. Drifting over is Tristan Clark. He'll haul it in. Tagging from third is Jonah Weisner, and a sacrifice fly for Gio. Extends the Welland lead now 4-1. Yeah, I don't know. The IBL, you know, such a great league. You get an extra couple of games in there. I mean, you're telling me you don't want a second round game 7 between, you know, a Barrie and a London, or a Welland and a Hamilton, or a Chatham Kent, or a Guelph for that matter. Like,
yeah,
that's what you want.
Yep.
That's what everybody wants.
You know, and other than the fact that, sure, you'll make more money selling tickets, you'll make more money selling hot dogs as a bee flies right in front of our faces. You know, there is that aspect to it, which the owners would enjoy, of course.
Absolutely.
But yeah, there's nothing like a a second round. It's so hard to meet your rival in a championship series. It's so hard. So if you can get a round 2 matchup between Guelph and Kitchener, Barrie and Welland, I think London and Chatham could be a really cool playoff rivalry if it got to that point one day. A Game 7 at either Fergie Jenkins or at Labatt Memorial Park between those two teams, that would be awesome. But it's so tough to see those two teams in a championship. It can happen, but it's hard. It could be hard to happen.
And even the rivalry that Welland and Guelph have built over, especially the last 2 seasons, my goodness.
Yep. We had the QEW matchup between Hamilton and Welland. A Game 7 in round 2 would be awesome at either stadium, whether it would be here, whether it be at Bernie Arbor.
But for now, we go 5, 5, 7.
We'll start the petition.
Absolutely. We just did. 3-0 to Mateo Porcelano. Back-to-back hitters. Rosano's gone to 3-0 against. And now 3-1.
I think we could just present that case in court for a 7-game second-round series.
A 3-1 coming to Porch. It is outside, ball 4. And another walk for Cesar Rosado.
I'm having a hard time understanding why Henriquez or somebody else isn't throwing right now. You had him throwing,
number 5,
but
James Smyberg.
There's little to no action.
That pitch count's up over 80 now, Reese.
Yeah,
in the 5th inning.
And it's closer to no action than little action in that Baycats pen.
One big swing here really will break this game open.
Yeah, like how much longer can you really, fight with fire? Might be the best way to put that. Again, there's a ton of talent on that mound right now. We're not saying that at all. It hasn't been there tonight.
Sometimes you don't have it.
Yep.
Porch is going to take off. It's a breaking ball first pitch. Throw down is not close. They said he's off the bag at second and he's called out. It's another not great call on the base paths. Ricky Piliteri is not happy with that call.
We talked about it earlier on that check swing to Weisner that Ricky didn't react, so he probably went around. The fact that Ricky reacted that way,
it's a bad call.
Yeah, he must have missed it. And you can't get help. None of the other umpires can help him on that.
No. Fans will let you know what they think of that call.
Do I think Porch could have slid to avoid that?
Probably.
Yeah.
But that throw wasn't close.
No, it wasn't. And again, the way they react to the fact that they thought he was on the bag also tells the same story.
I look at Ricky Piliteri's reaction, and I feel pretty comfortable in saying he was on that base.
Yep.
2-0 on the way to Smybert. James Smybert sends one deep to left center field. Over is McGarry Doyle. That ball is going to bounce off the warning track, up against the wall. Smacks in with a double in what should have been an RBI double. Instead, he stands at second with his second knock of the night.
Your catcher, number 23, Robert Mullen.
The ball's starting to carry as we continue in this game. That one just took off, and it was hit hard, and Ricky's even mentioning it to our field umpire right now that runs on him. But it seems like that ball got up in the air and kept going. Hit hard, for sure. Heard it loud and clear up here, but that did carry a lot further than I thought it would at first look. But you're right, it should be 5-1 right now.
Talk about baseball's carrying. Well, no shortage in baseball's carrying in Chatham-Kent tonight. 3-2 Kitchener on top in the second inning. Reese. A couple of first inning home runs. Matteo Zeppieri. And then Yushi Ota for Chatham-Kent. But you see Kitchener ahead. 3-2 in the second.
I'm going to guess those went to right field. I feel pretty safe in saying that.
Yeah, based off of what we saw from one of those guys a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Other games just in the top of the first, London and Toronto scoreless, and pregame in Guelph as the Royals and Cardinals are about to get underway. I'm really interested to look at that replay of that play at second base, Reese. Mullen swing and a miss, 1-2.
We have some guys reacting who have already seen it.
I think the next step for us is get replay on the broadcast.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
How much are replay machines
I
nowadays?
don't know.
Ryan, get out the checkbook. No. Yeah, that'd be unreal.
Chatham-Kent has it.
London
They've got some. London
does have it.
sometimes.
Yep. Cable 14 in Hamilton will have it when the truck's there.
Mm-hmm.
Usually most Fridays, I believe. I think there's a couple Sundays in there, but
Rosado on Corksel. Another one that would have been to the backstop, but a good job by Plumpton. Boy, has he been put to work here today. And Robert Mullen, not a 2-2 count.
And there's only been one wild pitch, so that tells you how well he's playing defensively, Mr. Plumpton.
He has blocked a ton of baseballs here through 4 2/3. Robert Mullen at a 2-2 count, trying to cash Schmeibert from second.
Like to see him get into one here. Sharp single.
2-2 pitch to Mullen, upcoming. He dumps it into right field. James Smeibert's getting the wave around. The throw home is going to be high, and Smeibert scores. RBI single for Robbie Mullen, and the Jackfish do find a run in the fifth. It's 5-1 Welland.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered from Robert Mullen. Yeah, hit another home run.
Grayson Barrett's got the long one here tonight. He's got the big swing for the Jackfish. He's 1 for 2 and a bomb and a strikeout.
Looks like Jason Roach now has a weighted ball, I believe, firing it up against the fence.
0-1 to Barrett. Fouls it off. Oh, he was all over that offering. 0-2.
Yeah, that's two really healthy hacks from Grayson Barrett.
When you see a pitch that's fouled directly back to the screen, it means they're just missing it.
Yeah.
He's all over that fastball.
Yeah, it's a little bit behind, but you're right, not by much.
But now in an 0-2 hole, got to shorten up a little bit. Here comes the offering. It's an off speed. Good job to protect by Barrett.
You hear the 2-out rally kids get going.
0-2 to Barrett. Rosado, long pause, now will come home. Breaking ball, fought off in on the hands by Barrett. Hits the second base bag, and it's into center field. Mullen just gets back on the second base bag. It's going to be a base hit for Grayson Barrett. Talk about a bounce.
That was awesome. That's the biggest smile I've ever. Oh, man. He loves it.
I'll take it whatever way they come, says Grace. He's got 2 knocks on the night now, and the drum beat continues for Thomas Green. That's going to call the pitching coach to the mound here.
You know what? I'm sure part of this message is that wasn't a bad pitch. It wasn't really hit hard. It was just hit in a terrible spot. If that's not off the bag, they're headed back into the dugout. So I think it's part of, let's get refocused. Let's figure it out. We've got a guy up right now, but we'd love to see you finish this inning and get through it. And maybe, depending on the plan, they'll send a guy out from the pen in Roach to start with a clean inning. So I think that's part of it. Just get refocused. You made a good pitch, and you just got a bad bounce. So you just got to get back at it, get back in the strike zone, and make a good pitch, get ahead. It's been a little bit of a struggle for him, is getting ahead of hitters. It's been probably about 50%, maybe just over, maybe just under.
So the message has been relayed, Reese. And it's nice to see the Jackfish putting up some runs here at home, but especially putting runs up at home with 2 outs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rosado's offering, stays outside to Thomas Green. He's 0 for 1, but he's walked. He came back in the 4th. What a nice addition he's been so far. He's only been here a couple of weeks, but
that transition at third on that last
I was
out
just going to say.
Was so smooth.
Something the Welland Jackfish have been searching for all season long, and it's no dig to anybody who's played third base for them, but it's just a little nicer to have somebody who you're like, okay, he's played the position before, and he has an understanding of the position. And Thomas Green coming in as an infielder. He had played third base for Purdue in the NCAA. So he has the experience, and I mean, the Jackfish have been through a multitude of third basemen this year. Jake Sanford's on time at third base to start the season. Ethan Hunt has come back into the mix. He's played a couple of games over at third base. Mateo Porcelato has played some third base for the Jackfish. I mean, it just goes on and on and on with the players who have played the hot corner for the Welland Jackfish this season.
There's a huge difference from, in Sanford's case.
Yeah.
I played it a while ago, but it's not my regular position as Porch. Yeah, a little bit, but, you know, main position being outfield. Whereas this is my everyday position. I play third base. That's where I take my reps. That's where I get ready for ball games.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference between that and the situation for Sanford and Porcelato. So, yeah, again, no disrespect to them. They're just better at other positions.
They're also more valuable where they're better.
Absolutely.
Mateo Porcelato is so valuable in the outfield.
For sure.
Right? I think he's wasted at first base, and I think he's wasted at third base with his potential that he has in the outfield with his wheels and his range, and he just reads the ball so well. So, case rest and point is that is ball 3. That's a good pitch from Rosado there. Green, I guess, a good take on a 3-2 now. Full count to Thomas Green.
If you're struggling to find the strike zone, those closed pitches won't be strikes. Even if that was there early in the game and it may have been a ball off, you're not going to get it now.
It is a 3-2 count to Green. 2 down and 2 on. Green trying to come through here in the 5th once again. Payoff on the way. Runners in motion. It is ball 4 inside. Bases are loaded. I think you got to start heating that arm up down the first base line, Reese Tumani.
No kidding.
Number 20,
especially when we just saw Rosado drop his glove on the bump.
Just as I say that, that pitch from him goes over the fence in right field. 49 balls, 51 strikes, Reese Tumani. 100 pitches on the night, and 51 to 49 the splits.
That's not good.
Not at all. And again, some nights you just don't have it. We've said it before. I mean, Jose Dominguez a week ago didn't have it. Did not have his stuff. You could tell right off the hop.
Yep.
He's a little bit more wild than usual. And eventually you can get away with it for a couple of innings, but it's going to come around to bite you in the butt eventually at some point. Look out. That would have been a run. Another good job by Plumpton. 51 strikes to 50 balls now.
Yeah, that 5 spot that was given up by Dominguez against Kitchener, yep, it happens.
We've seen Ben Abram have one start where he probably wants back, but again, just didn't have it.
Yep.
Great pitcher, just didn't have it tonight. Breaking ball, it's a good one. Comes back on the outside corner, 1-1. That's where you love to have a guy like Luther hitting out of your 8-hole. Base is full, ton of speed everywhere.
Yeah, it's tough to say. It's tough to say that he has a chance to put the game away here because we are only in the 5th, but there was a comeback earlier on in the season with the Baycats and Jackfish. So
Luther fouls that over top of us.
1-2. It would be huge, though, to get at least one more.
I mean, Jackfish should be going for the series sweep if it wasn't for that one game. And
You're
that
right.
was I mean, I remember you and I were texting it. That was a tough watch.
Yeah.
That was all credit to Barrie in that one, but for the Welland side of things, just crumbled.
Yeah, the bullpen imploded.
Yep. 1-2 to Luther. It's outside in the dirt. Another good block by Plumpton. When I say a ton of speed everywhere, I know Robert Mullins at third. Did you see him leg out that double the other night in Barrie?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
That was Studley.
Again, I go back to it ever since we made that comment. He's
Definitely
really
took
been
it personal. For
I
sure
think
he
so.
did. Oh, yeah.
Robbie at third, Barrett at second. Lingering at first, Thomas Green. Luther and a 2-2 count from Rosado, trying to get out of it. Breaking ball is outside, and it's a full count. Nowhere to put him. What do you load up for now here?
It's got to be heat. You can't take your chances throwing a breaking ball or something off speed and having it be a strike with the control he's had today.
I just think his breaking ball's been his best pitch, though, tonight. Let's see where he goes. Full count, bases loaded. This is a big pitch in this game. 5-1 Jackfish already lead, looking to add more. All of it coming with 2 outs. Payoff on the way. Luther going to foul it off to stay alive.
Everybody clap your hands.
And realistically, it doesn't matter what is the situation and what's going on. It's how confident do you feel in which pitch. The pitch you feel the most confident in is the one you throw. Whether it makes sense to throw a fastball and just, kind of a get-me-over fastball, I got to be in the strike zone here, or if you drop one in, whatever you're most confident with is the pitch you should be throwing.
Luther looking to find a gap. 3-2 again. Breaking ball. Luther's going to send one into right center field. Robert Mullen's going to score. Grayson Barrett's going to score. Thomas Green gets the stop sign. Luther a 2-run single. It is 7-1 Welland in the 5th. And the Luth does it again, and that's going to draw Josh Matlow out to the mound, and that's going to be it for Cesar Rosado tonight.
That was so clutch. What a battle. What an at-bat for Luther. You said it last at-bat. That's probably the best 8-hitter you're going to see in a lot of leagues. That's a crisp line drive against a guy that had to get over the plate, who's frustrated and just got thrown out. His night was done anyways, but he's going to have to watch it from the locker room or on TV from the bus. Or on YouTube from the bus.
Jeff Rose will have some paperwork to fill out. That's a pretty quick hook, though, I think, from Rosado. Must have said some few choice words. Josh Matlow's got to be careful now, too, with how quick that hook was to Rosado.
And he started to make this motion. I'm not sure if that was just for Rosado or if Matlow was gone as well. The way Matlow's walking, I'm going to assume not, but essentially just saying, hey, yeah, he's done. Get him out of there.
Your attention, please.
He can't stay.
Barrie Baycats,
Well, Reese, new pitcher to the ball game for Barrie,
Roach.
as Jason Roach will take over for the Baycats with runners at the corners. And, again, I want to emphasize, all of this coming with 2 outs in this 5th inning. Reese Dumani, what an inning for the Welland Jackfish. Brendan Hupe will be the 9th to bat in the inning. It all started with a Jonah Weisner single. And the rest is history.
It's been enjoyable to watch. A 4-spot. That's 3 straight innings you've scored. You scored 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and now 4 here in the 5th. And this is a tough spot for Roach to come into, right? So it's not like you're, new guy in, he's going to blow it by us. They're going to get to the dugout. It's a tough spot for a guy to come in. You got to find a way to stay on the gas pedal, right? Again, you want to see might sound weird to say, you want to see as many guys as possible.
Oh, boy.
That was, yeah.
And Jeff Rose now is still talking with somebody over at the Barrie dugout. Now Cesar Rosado, Dan Pokerady over there to chauffeur him up, and the walk that every visiting player hates.
Yeah.
If you're tonight a Barrie Baycat, and that's the walk up from the side on the Welland Jackfish through all those fans up to the concourse, all the way around to the visiting clubhouse on the other side of the stadium.
We kind of got an insight from Skylar Janice about what it's like. He said he
did
heard some
ask
of the
him.
best chirps.
Yep.
He goes, it was hilarious to have to walk through the stands.
Skylar Janice, a guy who just feeds off that too, but I could only imagine an exchange between Skylar Janice and a fan. But he did say, he's like, as much as the fans are crazy, I love playing here in Welland because of the fans.
Yeah.
Right? And as a visiting player, you want to be hated.
Yeah. You're right.
That's a good sign. And the guy who leads the league in saves this season, Skylar Janice, with 10. Davey Mendez sits on third at that list. He's got 6 on the season. Dustin Richardson as well with 6, but that's what he'll end with. Taking off for second base as Luther pitches in the dirt. Another stolen base for the Jackfish tonight. 4th player to steal one.
I'm not swinging the bat until I see a strike.
Yeah.
Like his bullpen wasn't the best. His warm-ups here weren't the best. I'm waiting for a strike.
2-0 to Hupe. Base hit, cashes another pair. That's outside, 3-0. Yeah, I was watching him warm up down the first base line. He had a couple of wild pitches, Reese, a couple in the dirt, a couple bounced over that wall into the backyard there of the house and right. In danger of reloading the bases here. Comes a 3-0. Throw down to third. It's going to be ball 4, not really close. Any of those pitches, Reese Dumani. And a 4-pitch walk out of the bullpen, probably the last thing you want to do. And the Baycats continue to walk the Jackfish here in this ball game.
Second baseman
That is the
4,
7th walk
Jonah
of the night for the Barrie Baycats.
Weisner.
It's just not feasible. You know, and I think as I was talking before, we saw Rosado get escorted out through the stands. Jackfish want to see as many arms as they can. With rosters essentially being set, yeah, you can still drop guys, of course, but with rosters essentially being set, you want as much information on as many arms as you possibly can get.
Look out,
Ooh,
that's a wild
wow.
pitch to the backstop. Coming in to score is Thomas Green. It is unraveled here in the 5th inning for the Barrie Baycats. Everybody advances. Green scores. It's another run. It's 8-1 Welland here tonight. And still having to deal with Jonah Weisner, who started the inning with a base hit. He came around to score. It's wild to think, Reese, that this inning was almost over because Mateo Porcelano should not have been out at second base. That was the call.
Right.
That was this inning.
Right.
That was the second out. There was 1 on with 2 down. And it has all bloomed into this for the Barrie Baycats as the first strike pumped in by Roach.
The bases were empty when Porch stepped to the plate because Gio had just hit a sac fly.
Yeah, he worked a walk and then got thrown in at second.
Yeah.
Well, allegedly.
Yeah.
Jonah Weisner flares one off into left field. That one is dropping quickly out the shortstop. Hernandez, it drops in. 2 outs. The runners were off. Luther scores. Hupe scores. 10-1 Fish. It is all going right for Welland here tonight. And all of these runs continue to come with 2 outs.
The center fielder, number 11.
That is the 5th 2-out hit for the Welland Jackfish in the inning. 6th run to cross. And the 11th hitter to hit will be Gio Morello.
That's what happens when you don't have your control and you start walking guys, right? Those little bloopers and flares start to fall in. And credit to Hernandez, he gave it a good look, gave it a good run, just wasn't able to come up with it. It was going to be a tough play. Left fielder Clark was a little bit too far back, couldn't get there. You know, it's not hard contact, what you like as a pitcher, but when you're not in the strike zone, you're not going to get just flares that are caught.
Jonah Weisner taking off for second base. Nobody even there, and it's another stolen base. Baycats don't like that.
It's only the 5th inning. That's all I have to say about it. I understand it's a 9-run game. It is only the 5th inning. It'd be different if we're in the 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
But
we've already seen Welland blow a lead to the Baycats this season.
Exactly.
You want every run possible. So they look at you can look at it 2 ways. Either a disrespect or a huge respect.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Hey, we already saw you guys come back on us this season, and
Yep.
we're not going to take any chances. We want to score as many runs as possible. Or you could look at it as, well, the game's already over, which it's not. So what do you think you're doing? Gio Morello. This should end the inning. Noah Hall backing up. He makes the grab to end the inning. But what an inning it was. With 2 outs, the Welland Jackfish march 9 men to the plate, 12 overall. They score 6 runs, and they have blown this wide open. 10-1 Welland on top as we head to the 6th.
Fans, one more time, let's hear it for the IBL's fastest grounds crew. And now let's celebrate all the birthdays in attendance. Happy 9th birthday to Keaton. Happy birthday, Dan Blankenship. Happy birthday, Noah. Happy birthday, Tom. Linda, happy birthday. Happy 50th birthday to the Pickman, Chad Pickering. Happy 29th birthday to Brody. Happy birthday to all celebrating tonight here at the pond.
So as we enter the top of the 6th, Josh Matlow having a conversation or continuing a conversation with Jeff Rose, the home plate umpire, after Cesar Rosado was tossed out of the ballgame.
Leading off the 6th inning for Barrie.
And
shortstop
manager Matlow not happy
50-50 jackpot
here tonight. Probably a mix of both things. First, his
$2,500.
team's performance.
Oh my.
And then, you know, when a couple of calls don't go your way. But I think it's gone both ways here tonight so far. I mean, the Jackfish have been snubbed of a couple of runs as well. As Ben Abram pumps in strike number 1.
Well, could you say it's maybe hurt the Jackfish more on the bases compared to the Baycats? It's been more of an effect at the plate.
I would agree.
Okay.
I would agree.
Yep.
I can agree with that absolutely. That one's chopped to first base. James Smibert's got it flipped to Abram in time. 1 away.
He had to hurry him up there for a second. Thankfully, that reach is fairly long.
Designated hitter
helps to be
Francisco
6'8".
Hernandez.
Sure, Ben's like, hey, James, you know I'm not a track star, eh? Gotta give me some time to get over there.
Fans, a big round of applause for the Essex Yellow Jackets here tonight.
Must be a ball tournament in town this weekend, Reese.
That's a solid team name, Essex Yellow Jackets.
Got some pretty sick-looking jerseys down here to the right of us, too. Look like some Pirates-inspired uniforms, all wearing their jerseys here. It is the long weekend, so hey, most likely the Essex, what are they, the Essex Hornets? Is that what they said? In town tonight?
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets, that's it. Ground ball to short, throw on to first is in time. Nice play by Luther, 2 away.
I even see one kid's got a Jackets versus everybody shirt. Actually, I think a few of them have it. It's a fairly long trip, too. You think Essex County down over or down by Windsor.
We're not going to let Chatham Kent know we got a bunch of
nope
Essex fans
here
at Welland Stadium.
That's what that's at least a 4-hour trip.
I mean,
from at least Essex.
What a great play. I know when I play ball, the tournaments always seem to be in Welland. It always seemed to be in Welland for whatever reason. And of course, when I was playing baseball, the Welland Jackfish didn't exist, so there was never an option to, hey, let's go to a Jackfish game. But, I mean, now coming down, one of the most ideal situations to have a tournament because, hey, yeah, let's go down for the weekend, play ball all day, and then let's go watch baseball all night. How about that? It's not a bad day.
Yeah, that's, it's the equivalent of, say you go to the States, and for Canadian ball teams, you always go to the States once maybe a year, once every other year. You know, going to a market where there's a Major League Baseball team. And I remember growing up in Windsor, even when we moved to Cambridge and Brantford, we always go down to Detroit for a game or for a tournament. So if the Tigers were in town, we'd go there. But yeah, no, this is awesome. I personally had never played a game in Welland until I was with the Brantford Red Sox and I played here. But yeah, this is cool. It's compared to going out to a Major League game when at a tournament, it's a nice cheap option, nice family atmosphere. And you still get, I mean, the sold-out crowd as well. The Jackfish have treated them to a show here tonight so far, 10-1. Jackfish have put up double digits, complete 360 of what we saw on Thursday in Barrie. A 3-2 ball game. That was a pitcher duel. This one not so much. As the final line on Rosado, 9 runs given up for Cesar Rosado tonight. And that's really going to hurt his season numbers. Yeah, when your ball to strike ratio is pretty much 50-50. 50-50, that's not a good recipe for success. Broda able to stay alive as he fouls it off. It'll stay 2-2. 2 down in the inning. But like we said, if you're Barrie, by no means are you out of it yet. A 9-run lead for the Jackfish, but we've mentioned it. This offense has the capabilities to turn runs in quickly. Yep. I believe it was 7-1, the last deficit when it was in Barrie. So came back and walked it off. 2-2 on the way from Abram. High and away. Biggest thing for Ben Abram is to put up a 0 here. Absolutely. Clean 0 would be good too if you could go 1, 2, 3, but you know, if 1 or 2 guys gets on, you still throw up a donut, that still plays. And he knows that. He's got the lead that he can be in the zone. 3-2 from Abram. Got him swinging. Strike 3. Matt Cabrota down on strikes. Abram's got his 3rd punch out of the night. And all is well in the Rose City. 10-1 Fish as we head to the bottom of the 6th here in Welland.
Fans, it's time.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
Visit Wings Up Welland, 200 Fitch Street, or online at wingsup.com. Great job, Fanatics. Fans, join the Jackfish again this upcoming Thursday, August 7th, for Niagara Longcocks Night. The Niagara Longcocks are born. Join us for a clucking good time as the Jackfish look to break the world record for most chicken costumes, for single game tickets, group rates, and more. Head to wellandjackfish.com/tips. Don't forget, hot tub up for grabs tonight. Visit the MP Paradise Pools table on the concourse.
Bottom half of the 6th inning.
For the Jackfish.
In what world do you get to come to a baseball game, possibly go home in a hot tub, and then get reminded that Longcocks Night is coming up here in the Rose City?
Yeah, it is. I can't wait. Thursday, Sox are in town. That'll be fun.
The Niagara Longcocks.
Are we going to have a rep from Guinness World Records here?
I don't
for
know.
The chicken costumes?
But I'm going to try and say Niagara Longcocks as many times as I can on air.
So, Deej, are we making that a counter, much like our CJ push-up counter, the lawn cock mentions counter?
As Rod Mahood would say, it's going to be a clucking good time. Oh, one on the way. Waving a miss from Porch, 0-2. Top things I thought I would never be allowed to say on a broadcast, but here we are. You can probably chalk that up as the 7th sellout of the season, too.
Yep.
Coming up. And then Coach Bobblehead is also coming up.
I think that's wrestling night, too.
It will be wrestling night. That is going to be CJ in all of his glory. Last year he went through a table. This year, who knows what's going to happen. I mean, so that you can chalk that up as most likely the 8th sellout of the season, right? And then the final game of the regular season, Chatham-Kent. Always great crowds to wrap up the season because that's fan appreciation night.
Yep.
Down at the pond. So, who knows? A chance, Reese, to have double-digit sellouts.
That'd be sick.
Absolutely.
We were, best wrestling name would be for Jacques. Like, we were trying to play it off some guys that are in there, like, obviously, like, The Rock, you could go the Jacques.
Porcelano rips a single into right field. That's a base hit. He's been aboard 4 times tonight. And I'll make him 2 for 2. The Jacques.
Stone Cold Jock Austin.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we were Seth, Jacques, and Rollins.
5, James.
I'm sounding like a nerd probably right now. But
so here's Smack Smack. What a return to the pond he's had thus far. Looking to add on to it. He's 2 for 3 tonight. A single and a double. Throw over to first. Just checking on Porch. I mean, the Jackfish have ran all over the Barrie Baycats tonight.
you sort of feel for Roach on the mound because he's just got to eat it.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get some innings in.
Yep.
Smybert slices one to left field, tracking back. That ball is over the head of Tristan Clark. Tristan Clark and down. Clark's going to fire it in. Smack Smack's got another and down. Clark's going to fire it in. Smack Smack's got another double runner. Double runners at second and third with nobody away to open the 6th. He's got a 3-hit night. How good is it to see James Smybert back in a Jackfish uniform? Wow.
23, Robert.
That was a really, really nice piece of hitting. As this night has gone on, we talked about it a few innings ago, the ball just continuing to carry in this ballpark, and to see him go the other way, to see him get it over Clark's head, it was just stroke. That was a beautiful swing.
Chris Nagorski now warming up for the Barrie Baycats. Mullen comes up empty 0-1. I think Tristan Clark had a bad read on that baseball as well.
It wasn't really a nonchalant type of movement to the baseball, but
Mullen takes downstairs. 1-1.
Definitely thought he could have had a little bit more jump in his step to go after that one.
Probably just the route, right? We've mentioned the ball has started to carry more and more as this game has gone on.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so in the first and second inning, that ball's caught.
Yeah,
Flew a little bit more off the bat from Smybert. And we've seen Smack Smack now go to all different parts of the field. What a luxury.
Yeah, to be able to hit to all fields and to all fields with power, that is a true talented hitter because you can't teach that.
Robbie Mullen, a 2-1 pitch is clobbered to left, but it's going to be foul.
Was it just me, or did that pitch look like it was coming at his chest and he turned on it?
Yeah, he hijacked that. Looked like an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, those hands moved quick to that ball inside.
Mullen leads the IBL with 10 bombs. 2-2 count. Out in front of that one, little Nubler out in front of the plate. Throw on to first is going to be just in time. Mullen busting it down the first baseline, but the first out will be Robbie Mullen. Runners stay put at second and third. And now here's Grayson Barrett.
Yeah, I think Mullen just mentioned to Roach coming back, he couldn't have let that roll foul. Because I'm sure there was part of Mullen as he was running down to first base, roll foul, roll foul, roll foul, roll foul. Because it would have had a chance if Roach didn't touch it, but you got to take that out, unfortunately. No runners can advance.
I'm going to call it right now. This is a nightmare matchup for Roach.
Yeah, I think Barrett has one idea and one idea only.
2 for 3 tonight. Barrett, homered, and singled. Look out. Did that hit him? He definitely swung. So it's a strike regardless.
Didn't sound like it hit his bat, though, did it?
I'm not sure what it hit. It hit something, whether it's the umpire or Plumpton.
Yeah, it hit the catcher, which is why I'm like,
he definitely went around on a swing.
Why did Rosie throw the ball back into play?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Comes up empty on a changeup 0-2. So trying to make quick work here is Roach of Grayson Barrett. Here comes his 0-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt.
Getting confirmation from Brent Colomb. It did nick the bat. We must have missed that noise. And then hit the catcher.
Oh, I knew it.
We heard it hit Plumpton.
Knew it hit something.
Yeah. Heard it hit Plumpton. Yeah, I just usually hear a tick and then hitting the mask, but
Barrett chasing on a 1-2 pitch in the dirt, and he got him swinging for strike 3. So 2 down here in the 6th inning. One of those situations where you get overzealous.
Third baseman, number 1, Thomas.
Yeah, because you've already done it in the game, so you want to do it again. Kind of feels like you have the right stroke at the plate tonight. Get a little jumpy in the box. Happens. I'd have to imagine it's probably Roach's last inning if he gets out of it here. Could be his last batter if he doesn't.
That ball is on the ground, a short, nice play. Hernandez, he's got no play, though, as he just eats it. Porcelano scores. It's going to be an infield single. And an RBI for Thomas Green, and the inning continues 11-1. Now Welland.
The shortstop.
Hernandez saving 2 runs there. That's the point of the dive. You have no shot to get Green at first base, so you just lay out, keep it on the infield, only allow 1 run to get in. So nice job from that standpoint, but for Thomas Green, again, you get the ball in play, you put it on the ground, you give yourself a chance to do something and use your feet to get yourself to first base and to get a run home. That's the major difference between ground balls and fly balls.
Whoa. Tell you what, Tyler Plumpton has been outstanding behind the plate tonight.
Yeah, he has. He's been put to work. It has not been an easy night for him.
Hamilton Cardinals on to Jacob Cush early. Top of the 3rd, 1-0 Hamilton on top. As Luther fouls it off. 1-1 the count. In Toronto tonight, the London Majors and Toronto Maple Leafs doing battle.
In Toronto on a Saturday night.
In Toronto on a Saturday night. Jordan Castaldo started the game off with a bomb. Of course he did.
Shocker.
Toby Simmons answered him with one of the longest shots you'll probably see in Toronto. You'll have to go check it out on the IBL social media because he got every single stitch of that baseball to center field, did Toby Simmons. And Toronto answering back in the 3rd inning as they're now up 6-1.
Wow.
In the 3rd over London. So if you're a Baycat fan or a Welland fan, you love seeing that score right now.
Yep.
In Toronto. 6-1 Maple Leafs on top. 3-3 Chatham Kent and Kitchener. Panthers trying to salvage whatever hope, or diminish, I should say, whatever hope Brantford has of making the playoffs with a win tonight.
Well, and if Brantford loses last night with the Kitchener win, Kitchener probably gets in today, but because Brantford won yesterday against Chatham, they would probably need a couple more. So I believe it's a 7-game gap right now between Kitchener and Brantford.
Luther putting up a good battle, fouls off another pitch. It'll stay 2-2.
The beauty of Google, we can look very quickly. It is 7. Yeah, Kitchener has 14 wins, Brantford with 7. Brantford with 8 games left. Kitchener coming into tonight has 7. So after tonight, it'll be 6.
It was Justin Mara with a 3-run double to make it 6-1. Toronto in the third. Luther pokes it out to protect. He'll see another pitch.
Yeah, Brantford beat Chatham yesterday, and then
You haven't been able to take for granted, Reese.
Yep.
Credit to them for that. But that being said, they did lose a couple of key cogs in that rotation. And at the plate, bouncer to third. It is all going wrong for Barrie now. That one gets under the glove of Nolan Hall into left field. That's going to be an E5, and a run will score. Smack crosses the plate, 12-1 Welland. And again, 2 outs, you put the ball in play. What happens? And I think for Barrie, it's just gotten real ugly here.
Yeah, a weak ground ball is so much more valuable than a weak fly ball. I can't stress it enough. You give yourself a chance if you put the ball on the ground and make the defense make a play. And in that situation there, just Hull didn't get the glove to the dirt. Didn't get the glove dirty, and it cost the Baycats another run.
So runners remaining at the corners with 2 away. Hupe smacks one through, base hit. It's 13-1 Welland. RBI single for Brandon Hupe. Wasting no time, jumping all over a Roach fastball. And back to the top of the order for Jonah Weisner.
And
Jack Fisher 1 hitter away from batting around back-to-back innings.
Yeah, which is crazy. But that's what really good teams do to their opponents, is when you get extra outs in innings, the really good teams make you pay for it. And it had been something that had been missing from the Jackfish in a couple of stretches this season, one about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and then most recently about a week or 2 ago. But they make you pay with a single there, following an error. They get another run home and make it hurt twice, not just with the run on the error, but a run following it up with that single.
The fans have been waiting so long for this team to break out offensively. And finally, the Welland Jackfish have got over that hump. Coming into tonight's game, Reese, losers of 4 straight at home. All 4 of those games saw them put up no more than 4 runs. And if you're going to get hot, right now is the right time to get hot against the second best team in the IBL. I mean, a win tonight is going to make it virtually impossible for Barrie to come back and try and take that 1 seed from Welland. Jackfish have held the 1 seed the entire season. Two and 1. Jonah Weisner, hard hit ball. That's through, a base hit. Luther will get the wave, back into second safely, and another run will score as Luther makes it 14-1. And Jonah Weisner's got his 3rd hit of the night, Reese.
It just they keep the line moving.
Weird play at second.
Yeah, there's no umpire in position. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. No umpire was in position to make a call, and no umpire made a call.
Yeah, there was no safer out call. It just,
you have Hernandez standing on second, like, okay, guys, we need something here. Like,
mentally in a game like this, Reese Manny, one of the hardest things to do is stay engaged.
yes.
Not just for us, but for everybody.
Yep.
On both teams, right? At-bats shouldn't be taken for granted on either side.
No.
Right? If you're the Barrie Baycats, you get a couple more at-bats. Doesn't matter what the score is. You want to hit the baseball. Same with the Welland Jackfish. You're not going to take an at-bat for granted just because the score is 14-1. But that also goes for the officials and the crew. You got to stay engaged. And that was just almost a brain freeze on the bases.
Yeah, they just missed the rotation. Had one committed to a call at third base. Had another one kind of no man's land between
Yeah.
first and second, closer to first, but there was no play to be made at first.
Jackfish have now batted around for 2 innings. Second straight inning, they've batted around.
That's crazy.
20 batters have come to the plate. Gio Morello being number 20 before Barrie's been able to get 6 outs. That might end the inning. It's into no man's land. Hernandez is backing up. Coming in is Clark. He'll make the catch. And it will end the inning. They lead 14-1 on 15 hits. Through 6 innings, we head to the 7th. It is all Welland here tonight. And they're having a beach party on beach night here at Welland Stadium.
I got Stacy and Shane versus Scott and Marcel for the CA Niagara Stack and Dash contest for a chance to win $25 of beaties. Here's how this works. When I say go, you're going to take off to me, grab a donut, bring it back, stack it on your partner. Once all 4 are stacked, you bring it on back to me. First team to cross the line wins the gift card and all the glory of the pond. I love Stacy too. Listen, Fanatics, I need you probably one more time. Are you ready? God, I love you people. On your mark, get set, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
Oh, good tune. Good job, DJ. All right, first on it down, here we go. I think that skirt's weighing her down. Maybe. Sorry, cameraman.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in
You got this, don't worry. Come on, people! They're trying real hard right now. Make some noise. You're better than that. Hurry! I helped you again. It's on 3. Oh my. Good time. Let's go, sir. And she's off. Here we go. It's not even gonna be close. Wow. Congratulations, Marcel and Scott. You're walking home with $20 to beaties. Here we go.
Fans, don't forget, Welland Stadium stopped serving alcohol at the end of the 7th inning. And the professional dedicated staff here at the pond ask you to help keep this site beautiful.
Back inside the ballpark, Alec Murray alongside Reese Dumani with you tonight. Thanks for joining us on what has been a great night if you are a Welland Jackfish fan.
Leading off the 7th inning.
If you're a Barrie Baycat fan, not so much.
Left fielder Tristan Clark.
But still 9 outs to work with if you're the Barrie Baycats, and an offense that is more than capable to put up runs quickly. 11 runs for the Jackfish in 2 innings.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I was going to bring it up last inning. If Gio was still up or had reached base, but the back-to-back batting around for the Welland Jackfish reminded me of what the Reds and Braves did on Thursday, I believe it was. As we'll get to that in a second here.
Going to be a tough play. Throw is rolling on to first. Nice pick by Smybert. Able to get Tristan Clark, who doesn't run all that well. But nonetheless, Luther able to put it on target, and a good job by Smybert to pick it 1 down.
But in that 8th inning, Atlanta scores 8. And you're like, okay, it's 11-3, ball game's over. Let's just get to tomorrow.
Bang.
Reds came back and scored 8-2, which is crazy. Each team had 8 runs on 8 hits in the 8th inning.
But then they lost.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
In extra innings.
Yep.
Same can be said with what happened in Colorado last night, too.
Yeah.
That's a touchy subject, but
yeah, it is
it's
for
okay.
you. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yep.
9 runs in the first inning on 10 hits, and then you lose 16-15 on a walk-off.
And it didn't get any better today.
With
a Paul Skeens start.
Yeah, no. Just goes to show you, Reese, how quickly a game could turn. Take a look at Ben Abram, though. 50 strikes to 19 balls tonight. That's his 70th pitch of the night right there.
Well, we did get a subtle hint on the board of what S expects out of Ben.
Yep.
You know, usually with S, you've got the plan in the clubhouse about what it is with the pitching, and it's not, detailed. Obviously, he's got to adjust, but, a bunch of relievers in there. Not everyone's available. There's another K.
Ben Abrams got his 4th punch out of the night. 2 down quickly here in the 7th.
But beside every reliever's name that's available was the number 9. That tells us he expects Abram to go 8. And he's into the 7th and looking very good in the pitch count department.
Right fielder, Clayton Keys.
It's funny because when we go into the board and we talk to Assy, it's usually, if there's guys unavailable, this guy's not going to hit, this guy's not going to, or this guy's not going to pitch, But it was funny because, like you mentioned it, we went in, and it was Abram, and then all the other guys had 9s beside their name, which indicates that he expects Big Ben to go 8.
Yeah.
That being said, that might change with it being 14-1 if it stays that way. You don't want to tire Big Ben out, but you also want to keep him in the groove. And, I mean, if he's in the groove like he has been, Reese Dumani, over the last look how impressive his stretch has been. Since the 2nd inning, 3, 6, 9, 12, 17 batters have been retired by Big Ben Abram. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 18 for Abram straight. Just in cruise control as he mows down the Baycats. 1, 2, 3, a couple of strikeouts in the 7th. And Big Ben. What a night if that's it for him. There's the handshake from the manager, Brian Ezery, and Ben Abram. Fantastic. 7 innings, 3 hits surrendered. And Big Ben does it here at the pond, and he leaves up 14-1 as we step aside and time to stretch her here in the Welland, in the Rose City.
We want to see you shaking those arms up in the air, those legs, those fingers, whatever you can, because we're all going to the ball game. And make sure you stretch those lungs. We all want to hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. And it's root for the Jackfish. If they lose, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 at the old ball game. All right, give yourselves a hand.
Fans, he's a legend. Welland zone. Barrie Carey. Hot diggity dog. Who wants some hot dogs tonight? Make some noise. Hot dogs are coming. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Barrie, number 48, Chris Nagorski. And now batting for the Jackfish, right fielder, number 10, Mateo Porcelato.
Porcelano going after the first pitch he sees from the new pitcher, Chris Nagorski. And Hernandez will make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out to start here the bottom of the 7th inning.
And as we pretty well expected, there's a ton of changes in the field for the Barrie Baycats right now.
Smyberg.
We're just trying to get through them all. Of course, we've got our new Chuck. It's Chris Nagorski. In center, it is Antonino Spencer Thompson in for Noel McGarry Doyle. And at second, in for Alex Wickett, is Austin Boylan.
Having Noel McGarry Doyle come out of the ball game tells you what Josh Matlow thinks of the rest of this one. Reese.
Yep.
Not going to risk him getting hurt. Macabroda came together with Boylan and Keys, and it dropped in between the 3 of them. Nobody touched the baseball. So that's going to be a base hit. A 4-hit night for James Smybert in his return to Welland.
Pinch hitting for the Jackfish.
That's unreal.
Number 25, Tyson Gom.
All right, and now we're going to start to see the changes for the Welland Jackfish.
Yeah.
Tyson Gom's going to pinch hit for Robert Mullen. Catcher for catcher. That'll most likely be a 1-1 swap in the field.
Yeah, it's just been that kind of night for the Baycats. That one falls.
As Nagorski deals outside for ball 1.
Looks like Ryan Patrick's on bench too, or on deck. So he would hit for Barrett.
Pitches in for a strike. Or Poctres could catch too if
Could. Yep.
realistically. 1-1 the count to Gom. Bounces in the dirt, 2-1.
Of course, it's the end of the road for Ben Abram. I believe it's Halen Knoll that's throwing in the pen. Should be 38, and it is.
3-1 the count. Ryan Poctres on deck. I had to clean up some things over there, Reese.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you had a little business to get to there, yeah.
Check swing. It's a called strike, 3-2. Ryan texted me the other week and gave me his walk-up song. And I totally didn't pass it on to our communications.
That's horrendous.
So hopefully they're able to work their magic down in the corner. We'll see. They're pretty good down there. Gom goes around and he strikes out. And that'll bring in Ryan Poctres. So Poctres will get his first at-bat of the season in Welland Stadium. And I mean,
pinch hitting for Welland, number 2, Ryan Poctres.
Poctres last year was impressive. 7 for 10.
Not bad.
7 for 10. He's a career in the IPL 700 hitter in his at-bats. And he homered last season right here in Welland. Took one deep over the right field wall.
The unfortunate part for him is I think we've got Rosie's 14-1 strike zone right now.
This is true, 0-1. Poctres rips one on the ground. It's going to be gobbled up by Boylan on a first in time. And the inning is over. Well, he put a charge into it. And that will do it for the 7th inning. We head to the 8th. It is all Jackfish, 14-1. Fish on top, looking to take a home and home for the Barrie Baycats.
Sports and more, head to wellandjackfish.com/ticks. Your attention, please. Now pitching for your Welland Jackfish, number 38, Halen Knoll. Now catching, number 25, Tyson Gom. At first base, number 34, Josh Marqueza. Now at third base, number 6, Austin Gom. Now playing left field, number 5, James Smybert.
All right, we're going to come back a
Now
little bit
in
earlier than
center
usual.
field,
Reese Dumani
number
here for the 8th
21,
because we have a
Brandon
plethora
Upe.
of changes for the Welland Jackfish. Let's see if I can do this all in one breath. Probably not. James Smybert moves from first base to left field. Brandon Upe moves from left field to center field. Gio Morello out of the ball game. Thomas Green moves from third base to second. Jonah Weisner out of the ball game. Austin
playing
Gom comes
second
off the
base,
bench and
number
goes
1,
to third
Thomas
base.
Green.
Josh Marqueza takes over at first base. Halen Knoll takes over on the mound. And Tyson Gom takes over behind the plate for Robbie Mullen, who's out of the ball game. Ryan Pochtrez will remain as the designated hitter tonight for Grayson Barrett.
I think we're good.
It's pretty impressive.
Look at you go.
There we go.
Because you've got food in you now.
Yeah, I'm ready to roll now.
And I think we've got a pinch hitter for the Baycats as well.
Justin Groves.
Number 14, Justin Groves.
And this is when having your lineup card, Reese, filled out completely
Yes.
with the proper numbers and
Yes.
names is so helpful.
You know what? I felt for Josh Matlow because he handed me his lineup card as he was heading to the dugout. And I looked at you. I go, man, I feel bad for Josh having to put all these subs in because there were at least 15 on the card, between 12 and 15. But yes, in a situation like this, unlike a certain team that was here last week, had their full lineup card filled out with names, numbers. This is awesome.
Look out, Knoll dodging a broken bat that ends up right on the rubber as Green makes the throw onto Marqueza for the out. And Knoll will pick up that bat head. That one came right back at him. And that bat will not die a hero as the second baseman,
number 88,
Austin Boylan, will now get his first at-bat tonight. Look at the kids down at the Barrie dugout.
They want a wiffle ball bat out of the handle.
Josh Matlow.
At least that's what I
chatting
used it
with
for.
him. Come on, Skip. Although, could be considered a weapon.
Yeah. You know what?
That's a post-game thing.
I have a feeling if it's 1980, that bat's in the crowd already.
That one rolls to third base. Gom's got it. Throw on to first in time. 2 down.
Just make them put it in play. That's all you got to do right now if you're Halen Knoll. And it looks like it might be one inning for him, as I believe Baby Porch has got a ball and is throwing right now.
Anthony Porcelano warming down
Center fielder number 2,
the left field line.
Antonio
Spencer Thompson now will get his first AB. Came in defensively for Noel McGarry Doyle. I mean, what a great game close to the playoffs, Reese, to get everybody in, everybody action for both these teams.
Yep.
I mean, regardless of the score. With this win, though, the Jackfish are going to pretty much, bearing a wild turn of events down the last couple weeks of the season, taking 2 from the Baycats at this stage of the season is going to make it pretty impossible for them to catch them.
Yeah, the Baycats will move 5 games back of the Welland Jackfish.
7 games left?
6.
Yeah.
6 games
so virtually
left for
impossible.
Each. And for London, 6 as well after tonight.
So not 100%, but 99.9.
And then if Chatham wins against Kitchener, Chatham would only be half a game behind Barrie.
Okay.
So that makes things interesting for
Wow.
the 3-4 spot. It's still 3-3, Kitchener and Chatham. London down 7-1 now, and 2-1 Hamilton. But if London loses, that would put the Jackfish 4 up on London. And again, they would have 6 games remaining after tonight. And they do play each other Monday at Labatt Memorial Park. That's the only game on the holiday Monday, which I was a little surprised by, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
But Barrie making all these switches because they go to Kitchener tomorrow. They've got a date with the Panthers at Jack Couch
And
Park.
after dropping, well, a couple of tough ones to the Jackfish, that's a big one for Barrie to get back in the win column.
And as an athlete, as a competitor,
that one's going to be fair ball down the right field line for Spencer Thompson. He's got wheels and around first on to second. He's thinking 3 out of the gate. He's going to be in with a stand-up triple for Antonio Spencer Thompson. And talk about getting an at-bat and making the most of it. Boy, did he ever do that as he stands at third with a 2-out triple.
he flew around the bags. That was an automatic triple, it seemed like, out of the box with how fast he was moving.
Shortstop Brandon Hernandez.
So, yeah, credit to him. Takes the opportunity and runs with it.
Hamilton now leads 4-1 over Guelph. That came in the top of the fourth. So Jacob Cush not having a Jacob Cush night. Guess that's been a theme here around the IBL. Good pitchers getting rocked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say 4 runs is getting rocked, but Jacob Cush.
For his standards,
for his
I'm
standards,
sure.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, so our theory about, Welland, London, and Barrie being that top 3 group. Again, if Chatham wins, half a game is the difference.
The strike is called, and it's 1-1.
And when it seemed like Chatham was potentially not going to recover, I don't want to say for sure wasn't going to, but they have relieved their manager of his duties.
Big swing and a miss by Hernandez, 1-2.
Not that that's saying, we're throwing in the towel, but they were struggling for a longer period of time.
And
so
when you hear how much players like him,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
Something to think about. 1-2. That one on the ground is short. Backhanded by Luther. Throw across the body in time to get him at first. Nice play by the shortstop, Brandon Luther, to retire Hernandez to end the inning. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, it is 14-1 Welland here on a Saturday night.
Jersey winner.
Did you know your dollar does more in Niagara with Penn Financial? And you get the same benefits and rates, except we get to know you better, like true neighbors do. Penn Financial, Niagara's truly local credit union.
Niagara College programs immerse students with a highly experiential learning environment enhanced by digital technologies. We place students at the center of all that we do. We are Niagara College.
Senora, shake it all the time. Work, Senora, work your body line. Work, Senora, work it all the time. You can talk about cha-cha, tango waltz or the rumba. Senora's dance has no title. You jump in.
Fans, your 9-inning vacation begins here at a Welland Jackfish home game. Bring a group and enjoy all our all-inclusive group ticket packages. To learn more or to book your group, visit wellandjackfish.com or call 905-735-9834. Leading off the 8th inning for Welland, second baseman number 1, Thomas Green.
All right. So Thomas Green will lead off the bottom half of the 8th inning, one of the lone starters remaining in the ball game. Ramon Enriquez takes over. The Jackfish have seen him plenty this season across Hamilton and now with the Barrie Baycats. 20 innings under his belt this season. He's got an ERA north of 6.5. Does get his fair share of strikeouts, but as we know, can be wild at times. As the first pitch is up and in for ball 1. Got the velocity. He's got the strikeout stuff, Reese. When he's locating, it's very good. When it's not, it's very everywhere, to put it.
It's a good way to put it, yeah. Everywhere, pretty much. At least against the Jackfish this season in both Hamilton and Barrie.
Yeah, he pitched, actually started the game for Hamilton against Welland. Did not go well. Barrie, and then the week after, came in relief against the Welland Jackfish. That was in Barrie. That was actually the game that Welland was up and then lost.
I also like to mention the substitutions have continued. Ricky Piliteri has pulled himself from the game and is no longer coaching third base.
I guess Ricky figured it was a good night to take a couple of innings off. He's getting old. It's Ryan Bench at third base now. That is the most Ricky thing I've ever seen.
He definitely walked over to S and was like, "Hey man, I'm done.
Can you pull me from the ball game too?"
Yeah.
Pat Casey.
I was gonna say, and then there's Pat.
Yeah.
He's still out there. Like,
oh, it's popped. It's never know what you're going to get with Ricky on any given night.
oh, Ricky. What a guy.
Must have got his steps in today already. Figured he didn't need any more. 3-2 to Green. Here it comes from Enriquez. Not even close. Ball 4. Oh, no.
What a walk-up song.
Oh, no. Look who it is. Greg Marco is going to get an at-bat here. He's going to pinch hit for Brendan Luther in the best walk-up song in the league.
Jackfish, number 7, Greg Marco.
Look at those numbers from Greg Marco on the season. And we should just get rid of that. The longest tenured Welland Jackfish / Burlington Herd member, Greg Marco, is going to get an at-bat tonight. Marco going to slash one off. That ball is through into right field. It's a base hit. Greg Marco singles in a pinch hit appearance here at Welland Stadium, and he moves the chains. His first hit of the season.
Center fielder number 21,
That's awesome.
Brandon.
Oh, yeah, look at that smile. Love that.
Greg Marco is the man.
He put up bear claws. That's awesome.
The IBL veteran, the ultimate team guy, And the glue of that clubhouse has himself a base hit in another IBL season. As Hupe comes up empty with a swing and a miss. You know it's all going right when Greg Marco gets a base hit. Hupe, one of 2 remaining starters in the ballgame still. Sends one in the air to right field into foul territory. Macabrota over. Nice catch. Tagging from third and scoring is Green. And the Jackfish get another run. It's 15-1.
First baseman.
Does the job.
Number 34, Josh Marchesa.
So here's Big Cheese Josh Marchesa. He'll get an at-bat here tonight. What a scorebook we have tonight in front of us, Reese. I'm going to need a new pen.
Yep. I think this is the fullest mine's been.
It's a lot of ink. Oh, pitch at his head. Marquez able to get out of the way. There was some looks when Green tagged from third, Reese.
Yeah.
And some questions on that. Now in the 8th inning. And the next pitch ends up at the head of Josh Marchesa. And now the Barrie dugout.
Marchesa and Pat Casey, I think, are exchanging words.
Yeah, again, Barrie's dugout was not happy when Thomas Green tagged up to score the 15th run of the ball game, and that's continued now. Henriquez is wild, but that next pitch immediately after is at the head of Josh Marchesa. Intentional? I don't know. Fires in a strike, 1-1. Hard to guess those things when Henriquez is kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
He did just throw a wild pitch a couple of pitches before that.
Yeah.
But in the baseball side of things, if you're Welland, of course you're taking exception to that. 1-1, the count. Marchesa lifts one in the air to center field. Spencer Thompson over. He'll give way to Keys, who makes the catch. 2 down.
And with Green tagging, there is still a competitive part of the game, and there's certain respect to the game that you have to have for all 9 innings regardless of the score.
It's such a gray area, Reese. I mean, you can look at it either way, right?
Yeah, but I've got a word for people who think the other way. I'm not going to say it. Like that's like taking an extra base on a wild pitch. You do it out of respect for the game. That's why you don't give away at-bats in a 15-1 game, whether you're up or whether you're down. You don't give up 90 feet.
Oh, man. That's a breaking ball, so that's not intentional.
That's just me, and when the way I played and the experiences I have is there's a certain competitive part of the game, and I had certain coaches that taught me that, hey, you respect the game enough that if there's a wild pitch, you still take that 90 feet, just like we just saw right there.
Gom comes undone and a swing and a miss, 1-1. Yeah, and I'm in the same kind of thinking as you. Now, there is some older school people who think differently, which is completely fair. You're entitled to your opinion, but I agree. You play the game hard. You play it till the game is over.
Exactly.
Especially against a team of the quality of the Barrie Baycats.
Yeah, we're not stealing bases. We're not, it's 90 feet to 90 feet if you're forced.
Yeah.
But again, you have to respect the game enough that if there's a wild pitch, you treat it like a wild pitch. You take your free 90.
Another wild pitch.
You take that 90 feet. As bad as it might look, and the Baycats might not be upset with it, and if the Jackfish were on the other side of things, they might not be upset with it or they might be upset with it as well.
It's just a great rivalry.
Yeah.
You hate losing. You
Exactly.
hate getting crushed.
Yeah.
You hate you hate going 4-1 or 1-4 if you're Barrie to Welland in the regular season. There's a lot of things not to like about it. There's a lot of frustrations boiling over in that dugout, right? Sometimes the smallest of things can set you off. You've totally been on both sides of it. As Gom comes up empty, strike 3. Henriquez gets the strikeout of Gom. But hey, Greg Marco has a hit in the 2025 IBL season. How about that? As the Welland Jackfish cash another 15 runs, 17 hits, and no errors. The big 0 on the board for the Welland Jackfish. It's been a complete game from Welland tonight. Last call for the Baycats as the ninth is coming up next.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Fanatics. Even in center field, the center field crew got into it. Essex Yellow Jackets, they're into it here. They're still here. Gary's looking to talk to one person tonight, Gary Miato. Make sure you find out who that is. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Welland Jackfish, number 19, Anthony Porcelato. Leading off the ninth inning for the Baycats, designated hitter Francisco Hernandez.
All right, last call for the Barrie Baycats in the ninth inning, as Anthony Porcelato will take over on the mound for the Welland Jackfish. His first appearance at home this season. As the 22-year-old rookie will pitch to the 31-year-old 9-year IBL vet in Greg Marco.
That's wild.
Baby Porch, as he's known here at the pond, his older brother Mateo, of course. Yanks that one in the dirt and wide, 1-1. Porch, not many appearances on the season on the mound as the Coquitlam, BC native. He's got a 7.2 ERA. He's appeared in 5 games for the Jackfish. Again, just a young righty, 2-1.
And it can sometimes be tough to come into a 15-1 game, because you know your job is to just throw it over the plate and get the heck out of here. Because the Baycats have the same idea as the Jackfish. Can we just make this the quickest ninth inning of all time?
Well, they still got a 3.5 or so bus ride home.
Yeah. Although it would be clutch if they did stay somewhere for their game in Kitchener tomorrow.
Yeah, you wonder, right? Are you going to go back to Barrie and then come back tomorrow night, or are you just going to, call her quits, go have dinner somewhere nice and hang out somewhere neutral and reset and revamp tomorrow in Kitchener?
First baseman Nolan Macabroda.
It's been a ball 4, so a leadoff walk here in the 9th by Porch, and that'll bring in Nolan Macabroda.
$2 o'clock in Kitchener might not be a bad idea to stay over.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I didn't realize that was an afternoon game.
Things getting out of hand in Guelph, though. 6-1 Hamilton.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Base, number 45, Braden Pacula.
Wow.
There are so many changes in this ball game, Reese. We'll get a pinch runner. Braden McCullough will pinch run at first. And here is Nolan Macabroda. Takes inside for ball 1. Three in the bottom of the 6th in Chatham-Kent. Kitchener and the Barnstormers knotted up still. Maple Leafs a 7-3 lead over the Majors, so if you're a Barrie fan, silver lining to this game tonight is that Macabroda comes up empty 1-1. Toronto, who has not played well at home at all, looking to hang on against London tonight. Macabroda on the ground. Runner was taken off on the pitch, so double play out of commission, but the throw on to first will be in time from Green. 1 away here in the 9th. And Tristan Clark will hit.
Left fielder Tristan Clark.
Yeah, that just would have been defensive indifference. Again, you'll take out number 1.
This game just over 3 hours old now, at 3 hours and 2 minutes. Jackfish after tonight, 3 home games remaining on the season. Next Thursday, it'll be Brantford in town. We mentioned that's a night you want to circle on your calendar. Niagara Lawncocks night. Yes, the Lawncocks will take over Welland Stadium here on Thursday against Brantford in what should be a great game. Saturday in Guelph. So on the road Saturday, so no Saturday home game next week. And then the last week of the regular season is already upon us, just like that, as Porcelano dials in a strike. 0-2 to Clark. Kitchener here on Coach Bobblehead night. Fan Appreciation Day against Chatham-Kent on Saturday the 16th. And then the playoffs, as they will round out things on the road in Kitchener. Will the Welland Jackfish on the 17th of August. 0-2, Porcelano deals, check swing. Did he go? No, they say he held up.
Just keep finding the zone. If you're Porcelano.
High and inside, ball 2.
And again, the same thing that the Jackfish are thinking the Baycats would love as well. In a 14-run game, Jackfish want to just secure the victory. Baycats just going to be a wash, and they're going to move on to Kitchener tomorrow.
2-2 on the way. That one's fouled off by Clark. He'll stay alive. Yeah, everybody's got games like this. I mean, the Jackfish going into the All-Star break and back out of it, Reese, were in a slump of themselves.
Yep.
But I think the return of James Smybert, not only to the lineup, but to the clubhouse, to the fan base, to this team, reignites a lot more than a lot of people think and a lot of people know.
4-hit day. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
2-2 from Porch. Cut on and miss, strike 3. Anthony Porcelano's got his 4th strikeout of the season. And with that, there's 2 down.
That was just straight gas from Porcelato. Was off the plate, but he got the chase.
Baseman Noah Hall.
Tristan Clark, after the triple in the second inning, has had a tough night. And now here's Noah Hall. 1 for 3 tonight. He's struck out. He's also driven in a run, and that'll be a base hit into right field. He'll maybe have another run driven in. No, they're going to hold the runner at third, and it's a base hit for Hall. So he's got his second hit of the night. And that'll continue the lineup here in the 9th inning for Clayton Keys.
Love to still see the competitive at-bats out of these Baycats hitters. Much as I mentioned, they'd love this game to just end and move on to tomorrow. They still want to, get in the lineup tomorrow. They still want to compete at the plate. They still want to see good pitches. They still want to foul off pitchers' pitches. They're competitors. It scores out of hand, but they're in this game for a reason. They play the game of baseball for a reason.
15-1, Porcelato and out away. Big cut and a miss from Keys, and it's 1-1.
Well, there's a line that I heard from now Hall of Fame manager Jim Leland that his teams love to play 27 innings, and they play 27 innings hard. You know Josh Matlow's the same way. You know Brian Essery's the same way. He wants every guy to play 27 hard outs.
1-1 on the way. Bounces in the dirt. Marco, a good job to keep that in front of him. Claim their 3rd consecutive division crown. The one 2 years ago came with a championship. The one last year did not. And now Porcelato's a strike away from ending it.
Bring the crowd to its feet.
This sellout crowd is coming to their feet here at Welland Stadium. Just over 3 hours old. Anthony Porcelato in a 3-2 count. 2 down. Here comes the pitch. He got him, strike 3. Baby Porch does the rest and finishes it off as the Welland Jackfish, in dominant fashion, roll all over the Barrie Baycats at home. 15-1 your final score. Reese Dumani, what a performance tonight by the good guys in green. As Grayson Barrett, a long bomb, a James Smybert 4-hit night, a Jonah Weisner 4-hit night, and the Welland Jackfish sweep a home and home against the Barrie Baycats, which gives them a 5-game lead in first place in the IBL with 6 games remaining. One more win will seal it for the Welland Jackfish, as we'll momentarily step downstairs for our player of the game, Reese. It's got to be James Smybert tonight.
Yes, that's my pick. Yep, absolutely. Ben Abram made a case, but yeah, I think it's Smybert.
You got to give the fans what they want as we wait for the director of fun to find our player of the night. Oh yeah, he's going right to him. James Smybert, your player of the game, will head downstairs and we'll be right back to catch up with you and wrap it up post-game here from Welland Stadium.
Big game by your Welland Jackfish, but even better by our very own Smack James Smybert, 2 doubles, 4 hits. We want to say to the fanatics tonight, thank you for coming. It fires us up to see you out here. Let's go fish. Smack. One more time for you over. Player of the game, James Smack Smybert.
Fans, don't forget, next home game this upcoming Thursday night as the Niagara Lawn Cocks are born right here. How many chicken costumes are we going to see? Please drive home safely. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and we'll see you all Thursday night.
And welcome back post-game here in the Rose City. Oh, what a night it was to be a Welland Jackfish fan, to be a Welland Jackfish player, because everybody got in tonight. 15-1 the Jackfish thumped the Barrie Baycats here in Welland. They win the season series 4-1. They sweep the home-and-home with the Barrie Baycats. James Smybert in his first game back in Welland knocks in 4 hits. Grayson Barrett bombs away to right center. Long shot for him. And all seemed to go right behind 7 strong innings and 5 strikeouts from Big Ben Abram tonight. Reese Dumani.
I mean, where do we start? Like, it was just a great night all around. You mentioned the 7 innings for Abram, only giving up 1. The 4-hit day, 2 doubles and 2 singles for Smybert. Greg Marco getting into the game, getting himself a knock. That was awesome to see. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start with Abram. It was a good night to not get a bunch of Ks. And I say that because you kept your infield engaged enough that they were in the game for, they were ready for everything. And I think there's an advantage to a bunch of strikeouts, but I think you also, if you don't get a ball in play often, then they get stale. I thought Ben did a nice job of really pitching to contact, especially when it started to get out of hand. But I thought that was a really good night for Ben in the zone. Didn't have a ton of Ks, like I mentioned, but he was in the zone. He made them put the ball in play. He made his defense work, and they were good because there's a 0 in that error column for the Jackfish.
17 hits for the Welland Jackfish tonight. Almost everybody gunning in on the action. And I want to go back, Reese, to that 5th inning because the Welland Jackfish, 2 outs, a questionable call at second base with Mateo Porcelato, who was caught stealing and called out. 2 outs, nobody on. Nothing going for the Welland Jackfish, and all of a sudden they put up 7 runs, all with 2 outs, in something that has been their Achilles heel this season, hitting with 2 outs, and it was James Smybert who started it all with a double.
Yep, yeah, you're absolutely right. To start that inning, you get Weisner on, and then Gio finds a way to get him in with a sac fly. So you've got 1 out, 1 in, nobody on base. And you're right, a couple guys get on, there's 2 outs now, and you're thinking, man, you need a clutch hit here to not necessarily break it open and end the game, put it away, but at the time to take control of the game. And yeah, the 2-out hitting, Smybert, I mean, wasn't the hardest hit double of all time, but he'll take it. And I think that, it's when you can get clutch 2-out hitting like that, you're going to have a lot of success. And it's something that was missing from the Jackfish lineup a couple of times in this season for a good 2-week stretch, twice. So, yeah, to get so many runs with 2 outs. And, at that time it did feel like once that inning was over, I don't know if Barrie's going to be able to come back. So to be able to put away the game essentially with 2 outs, that was huge.
Right time to get hot for the Welland Jackfish. Of course, on Beach Party night, the 6th sellout of the season for the Welland Jackfish. They broke attendance records for another season. We broke last year's last year. We broke 2 years ago, last year, sorry. Now we broke last year's this year, and we still have 3 home games to go. Jackfish will be on the road on Monday, on the holiday Monday, in London to take on the London Majors, who at this point right now are down to the Toronto Maple Leafs at Christie Pitts, which is good for the Barrie Baycats if you're a fan of Barrie. And good if you're a Welland Jackfish fan, because the Jackfish now hold a 5-game lead on first place, looking for their 3rd straight division crown in the IBL. Reese, anything final here as we get set to sign off from Welland Stadium?
No, I mean, the fact that you can sweep a home-and-home with the Barrie Baycats, and it is one thing, impressive. Usually you'd like to take the home game and be satisfied with a 1-1 record, but the Jackfish making a statement today with a 15-1 win, I think, and then getting that win in Barrie on Thursday. You've set yourself up for a perfect weekend, even though we consider Monday the start of the week, in London. I think that's big. If London does come back, it's a 3-game gap between Welland and London. If they don't, it's a 4-game gap, and you can make it 5 on Monday. So to get 2 wins and at least put yourself in that situation to potentially do that. I know it's something out of their control right now in that game, but you put yourself there by winning 2 games. So that's huge. It was a packed crowd, and holiday Monday in London, it should be fairly full there as well. So the atmosphere should be the same, except you won't be as liked in London as you are here.
Absolutely. Well, any day that Greg Marco's in the hit column, it's a good night for the Welland Jackfish. They get it done. 17 hits tonight in a 15-1 thumping of the Barrie Baycats here at Welland Stadium. The Jackfish will be back in action, like we said, Monday in London, and we'll be back for Longcocks night here on Thursday. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see everybody down at the pond, but we will sign off here from Welland Stadium as the Jackfish sweep a home and home for the Barrie Baycats. We'll see you all on Thursday night as we sign off and we say cheers from the pond. Good.